Tonight, the pulse of bare-knuckle combat resonates through Florida and takes center stage in the Magic City. The world's most exciting combat sport, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship, is back with another sold-out crowd. Live at Vivo Dolphin Mall, it's BKFC Fight Night Miami, Davis vs. Wilson, and it starts right now.
Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Welcome to the MIA, Miami, Florida, where the baddest athletes on the planet have descended on South Florida yet again. And tonight, it's BKFC Fight Night Live outside in Vivo Dolphin Mall. It's a full slate of bare-knuckle fights, including these prelim bouts and a banger between FAMEZ and Meyer in our feature fight tonight. Our co-main event sees two dangerous fighters in our uber-exciting women's flyweight division. Rosa Rodriguez scrapping with Franco. This is can't miss. And here's your main event. Howard H.G. Davis has been a mainstay in the featherweight and lightweight divisions. Shawn Wilson is 3-1 with his biggest fight in front of him yet. Who moves up the lightweight totem pole tonight in Miami? And welcome to the Vivo here in Miami, Florida for BKFC Fight Night Miami. We are back here in the 305, and every time we come to South Florida, we do it very, very big. It's a different atmosphere out here, but it's a lot of fun. Of course, some great fights here, including brand new talent to the organization, and of course, some great veterans in our co-main event and our main event. But folks, listen, if you don't know, now you know. You gotta trust the process when it comes to BKFC, and that process includes our BKFC tryouts and our prospect events. Very, very massive influx of talent into this organization. In fact, our very own Chris Lido is on location in Connecticut. That's why he is not here tonight for the BKFC tryouts. But folks, the tryouts are going to continue to pop up all over the U.S. Coming up after Connecticut, it's going to be Saturday, April 6th. First time ever in Portland, Oregon. Great to see some great fighters out of the Northwest. And then on the opposite side of the nation, Summerville, South Carolina, Saturday, April 13th for our official tryouts. So if you're watching this and you want to be in the BKFC, you want to try your hand inside our squared circle, that's how you do it, is through the BKFC tryouts and our prospect series. Well, folks, we got fighters ready to make the walk here. And as I said, Chris Lido is out, so while Lido is out, here comes the juggernaut. So let's go ringside with Sean Wheelock and the man that will challenge Mick Terrell for his BKFC heavyweight title, Lorenzo Hunt.
Thank you very much, Cyrus. Lorenzo, your BKFC commentary debut, April 27th in Los Angeles, Knuckle Mania 4. You will be fighting at heavyweight, a win versus the reigning BKFC heavyweight champion, Mick Terrell. You become the first person in BKFC history to win world titles in 3 separate weight classes.
Yeah, man, that's cool and all. You know, I've been trying to make history forever, but honestly, I'm less nervous about fighting Mick Terrell than I am about sitting in Chris Lido's chair and looking better than him than he does in his chair. But he's out there doing something important for us. You got to remember, I came from the tryouts. Dave Feldman saw something special in me, and lo and behold, your first ever 3-division champ.
This man, the juggernaut, Lorenzo Hunt, is with me all night long here in Miami on commentary, and you will see him fight for the BKFC heavyweight world strap against the reigning champion, the Englishman, Mick Terrell. Knuckle Mania 4 in Los Angeles, April 27th. Main evented by Mike Perry versus Thiago Alves. Champ, our main event tonight. This is intriguing at 155 pounds, Howard Davis versus Shawn Wilson.
Oh, Howard Davis is no joke. He came into this organization and he's been smashing them. He's got a lot of knockouts, different angles, solid boxer, nice, lengthy boxer that knows how to move around and knows how to find his shot. That doesn't mean tonight will be easy for him, but this should be an awesome fight.
Your keys to victory for both main event fighters are presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Yeah, like I said, it's super hard for a fighter to consistently pressure and pressure. But if Shawn can make him miss jabs and miss crosses, if he can force it into a dirty fight, if he can hit him with some good body shots and come over the top, as he does, this guy has power, and this is liable to be a devastating knockout if Howard Davis doesn't come and do his job. Same thing, like I say, Howard Davis is coming in here. He's got good footwork. He's got amazing, lengthy striking. If he can use that and make his opponent pay for trying to jump the distance, he can land those jabs, he can land those crosses, he can pick his spot where he want to fight, he can get out of there when he don't. And if he does those things, and it's a big if, he will establish himself as one of the BKFC greats.
We are under the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting as administered this evening by the Florida Commission. All bouts are scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds and are scored by 3 judges on the 10-point must system. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open this evening with a fight in the cruiserweight division. Julio Perez versus Korey Moegenburg. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
I mean, right out of the gate, you can see a little bit of a size advantage. This guy's 6'4", he's pretty lengthy. Let's see if he can use it. Our other guy's pretty stout, pretty strong coming in. Let's see what happens with this fight. These guys are pretty new.
Korey Moegenburg set for his bare knuckle fighting championship debut. He's had 10 pro MMA bouts. Moegenburg wrestled at the NAIA level at William Penn University. In our fighter meeting, he told us, I want to explode hard to the inside, and once I'm in, I want to stay in.
That's a solid game plan for any wrestler, grappler. Get in, stay in, throw big punches, stay lucid, watch the guy, and try not to get hit or cut with those sharp inside punches. You already said he's a wrestler. He's coming. He should. Let's see if he can establish his dominance by staying close.
Moegenburg said body shots in the clinch, be very heavy in the clinch on the head and neck of my opponent, Julio Perez.
The clinch is always dangerous. It's a very, very dangerous space to be in when you got somebody that knows how to use it. His guy is a lengthy, rangy boxer, so that's the safest space for him.
This is the BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut for Julio Perez. The Cuban now based here in Miami. Perez 28-1 in amateur boxing. He told us in our fighter meeting that in his boxing career, he liked to back up and then throw big counter punches. But in this, his bare knuckle debut, he wants to be more forward pressure, be more aggressive throughout.
Aggressive, yes. Cubans, yes. You know they come to fight, they come to bang, they love to fight. I'm interested to see this guy get in here and do some of that Cuban-style boxing, try to keep this guy off of him. I like that he came out on his toes a little bit. That tells me that he's moving around and he's been getting some rounds in the ring. It's a really small ring, so let's see what happens.
Julio Perez is a training partner of Leonardo Perdomo, the undefeated BKFC fighter. They were friends and training partners in Cuba, and that relationship remains here in Florida. To get our evening started, we send it to the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Hello, hello, hello! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Vivo Plaza here in Miami, Florida. And we welcome you one and all to the return of BKFC Fight Night. We are now set for our opening fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the Cruiserweight Division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first. Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears yellow and black. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 201.2 pounds. He is an MMA veteran of 10 fights and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Tampa, Florida, here
is Korey, the monster, Moegenburg. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 203.6 pounds. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, here is Julio, the Cuban horse, Perez. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Julio Perez told us, I know my opponent, Korey Moegenburg, is physically strong. I have to slip his punches, then land quickly. And when pushing forward, I have to be first. Round number 1. The black trunks for Perez, yellow trunks for Moegenburg. Big swings from Perez immediately.
I'm expecting a really big knockout. I'll just let you know I can see it coming.
Perez playing off the jab on the overhand left. Another overhand left. Big and down goes Korey Moegenburg.
And you know what they say, no champ unless I say so. I can see it coming. This guy needed to be pushing forward in order to negate that length, and the opposite is happening right now.
The count of 10 is reached. Welcome to BKFC, Julio Perez.
And when I call him, I call him. Just like that, it's over. He changed the game, he pressed the wrestler, and he made something amazing happen. A quick first round, light work, easy knockout for the Cuban.
BKFC Fight Night Miami is presented commercial-free by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
It looks like he took a shot, took some damage to the eye with that long, looked like a right sort of hook. Maybe he got that weird little looping thing going when you can't see your opponent, and he just decided to stay down.
Julio Perez, 28-1 in amateur boxing in his native Cuba. Now in this, his BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut here in South Florida. The victory with emphasis, the first round knockout.
When I call him, I call him. I would have liked to see him get a little more work in. I would like to see him exercise some defense, try to catch some of those punches, try to parry, maybe even cover up a little better, shoot on the inside, but now we'll never know.
Disappointment for Korey Moegenburg. He felt he had to get inside, be very heavy in the clinch, use his collegiate wrestling background. But Perez, so long, so accurate with overhand lefts and rights, as well as that left uppercut, showing the creativity from range.
Yeah, combination of the left hand hook, the left hook and the left uppercut, put him down. Like I said, must have caught him right in the eye clean. And that does something really, really weird to your vision when you can only see out of one eye. And you have to have real heart to fight with no vision.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Andrew Glenn, reaches the count of 10 at 30 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO, Julio, the Cuban horse, Perez!
I can't say I'm surprised. The Cuban guys always bring it. Even I myself, the Juggernaut, have had trouble with Cubans in the past. So yeah, I'd like to see him some more in there.
Well, there are BKFC debuts, and then there are BKFC debuts. Julio Perez on point from distance, the power, the range, and their creativity. The winner by way of first round KO, Julio Perez defeats Korey Moegenburg.
Shawn, the magician, dancer, Dagoberto, King Dago, Aguero.
Drops it to the inside left hand. Everybody knows he had to step into the game and try to take off. And now he's moving is a champion.
LABON versus Jorge Bargallo.
Yeah, D'Amico came in a little larger than usual. You can see that in his weight. It looked like he missed weight, but he's a big, strong guy. Let's see if that gives him an advantage or a disadvantage. Sometimes those guys get winded.
With the flag of his native Cuba, now based in Fort Myers, Florida, Jorge Bargallo set for his bare knuckle fighting championship debut. Bargallo has had 2 pro MMA bouts, 1 in pro boxing. He told us in our fighter meeting, he wants to be aggressive and he also wants to have a very entertaining and very memorable fight.
I always like to see guys coming out on their toes, moving around, whether it's dancing or just staying warm. So much of this fight has to do with your legs and your footwork that the guys that come out flat-footed usually lose.
Bargallo said, I ideally want to be in the mid-range, but I feel confident I can fight outside, inside, pocket, clinch. I can land and I will throw hard from all ranges.
I'm interested to see what he can do. Like I say, he looks uber confident. He's Cuban again, and those guys love to fight, so let's just see what we got.
LABON enters 1-0 in BKFC. His promotional debut occurred August of last year. He defeated Justin Watson by first-round knockout in 21 seconds. LABON said, I want to showcase my overall skill set. I'm not obsessed with getting another fast knockout. I want to really show that I can fight, I can move, and I want to show proper punch selection in this fight.
This is a really, really strong guy. I've seen him fight before. He's brought a lifetime of training. You can tell in his stature and his boxing. Even though he looks like a kid in the face, I can tell a dangerous man when I see him.
LABON said, I feel my opponent in this bantamweight bout, Jorge Bargallo, will come forward aggressively. When he does so, I think he's wide open for my overhand right.
Overhand right seems to get the most knockouts in BKFC. These guys throw it like they're throwing a baseball, so smash.
Once again, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans of Miami, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Presented to you by Fubo TV. Watch live sports and TV without cable, including BKFC on Fubo TV. Start your 7-day free trial at FuboTV.com. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears blue and white. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, an even 135 pounds. He holds a combined combat sports record of 3 fights, and tonight he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Fort Myers, Florida, here is Jorge Bargallo. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and black. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 138.6 pounds. He is undefeated in the squared circle at 1-0. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, here is D'Amico Lotto LABON. And our referee in charge of the action, Sam Burgos.
Former IBF light heavyweight world champion Glenn Johnson in the corner of D'Amico LABON. He said of his fighter, he listens extremely well. He's extremely coachable. Round number 1, fast start off of scratch for both men. Green trunks for LABON, blue trunks for Bargallo.
They come out swinging hard, and of course he gets clipped. That's definitely an 8 count. You got clipped with the left hook coming in too aggressive.
You see that mandatory 8 count being given to LABON by referee Sam Burgos.
He needs to calm himself and establish his game plan if he got a little bit out of it.
And hooks and a counter right hand and a left hand. LABON coming forward into the guillotine position. That draws the separation immediately from Sam Burgos.
He definitely hurt his guy. Looks like he's going to wind up getting that knockdown right back.
Big swings and we are 1 knockdown
It's like I'm a psychic. We right back, we right even. Establish yourself. Let's see who got hurt the worst. Let's see who can bring it in and calm down and do something amazing.
In off the jab goes D'Amico LABON. 1 minute remaining in a ferocious round number 1.
Amazing
Big
jab.
left hand from LABON.
Amazing jab, amazing distance control. This fight may be over.
LABON stepping forward again. Tentative on the hook is Bargallo. Big jab again from LABON from the orthodox stance. Bargallo still swinging big. Goes down on one knee. And that is ruled a knockdown by referee Sam Burgos.
I've never seen anybody use the jab more aggressive than that. I am definitely impressed.
Mandatory 8 count. Bargallo tells Burgos he wants to continue. 25 seconds remaining, round number 1.
This guy's got a big heart. He's swinging, he's too wide open. He's going to get caught.
And right from LABON.
I believe this is over.
Finish, and he does. Game, set, match, D'Amico LABON.
Impressive victory by LABON. He came out a little too fast, a little too strong, got caught with a nice shot, and then gathered himself, composed himself, and let the dog out. Good KO victory.
3 knockdowns in a high-octane round number 1. LABON off the canvas to drop Jorge Bargallo and then finish Jorge Bargallo. That's a candidate for round of the year in 2024, champ.
That has got to be round of the year. Amazing the way he timed that jab and lined it up. Waited and waited and waited and stuck it right in there, clean. I like that he got up and was able to recover. I saw this one coming because the other guy was being a little bit wild, doubled up on the right hand and got it in there, got it over with. Good eye for the ref to go ahead and stop it because there wasn't much more he could do.
Great start from Jorge Bargallo, and then D'Amico LABON, after being dropped, absolutely took over, showing his poise at 23 years old, and the Glenn Johnson-trained fighter showing his class.
Yeah, that was definitely a great first round, maybe candidate for round of the year or night or fight of the night or something. I want to see this again.
D'Amico LABON in our fighter meeting said, I want to stay behind the jab. What he didn't say is I'm going to throw the jab with massive power.
He throws the jab with massive power. He stepped in, he turned it over, he treated it like a javelin, definitely. Just like I teach the guys in my class. That was amazing. That was hard, like I say, to get up and overcome the adversity of getting knocked out.
Always gonna step in that fight.
But he knew what he was, and he knew what he could do. I like it.
D'Amico LABON now 2-0 in BKFC, both wins by way of first round finish. Our final fight stats presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Yeah, I'm checking out the stats, but like I say, it really doesn't matter. He was throwing heavy and he got caught early, but he still outstriked him on attempts, on head strikes, on body shots. It just was an awesome, amazing comeback recovery after getting knocked down clean, taking the 8 count and coming back, sticking with his game plan. You can tell he's been practicing really, really hard.
Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Sam Burgos, steps in and calls a stop to this fight at 1 minute 44 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, D'Amico LABON.
Good job, D'Amico. I like to see him back in there. You know, I like to see him get the jitters off and not come out so hard and so aggressive, but to bring that same high IQ after he got hurt, to be able to use that before he gets hurt, and then he'll last in this sport.
Outstanding start from Jorge Bargallo, dropping D'Amico LABON, and then D'Amico LABON dropping Bargallo, and then finishing Bargallo. 3 knockdowns in round number 1, 2-1 in favor of the victor. The winner by way of first round TKO, D'Amico LABON defeats Jorge Bargallo.
Saturday, April 6th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to the UK with 3 championships up for grabs. In the main event, James Lights Out Lilly hunts for his first BKFC title when he faces the undefeated Franco Tenaglia. In the co-main event, Danny Christie defends his light heavyweight UK title against David One More Round. Also, Gary Fox fights Ellis Shepard for the vacant featherweight UK championship. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Saturday, April 27th, one historic night, one epic encounter. Platinum Mike Perry versus Thiago the Pitbull Alves. Also, the world heavyweight title on the line when champ Mick Terrell fights #1 pound for pound in the world, Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt. Plus 2 hard-hitting heavyweights on a collision course as Big Ben Rothwell fights Todd Duffy. And much more fast-paced bare knuckle fighting championship action. Don't miss history unfold at Knuckle Mania 4. Download the BKFC app at bkfc.com.
BKFC Fight Night as we're outside in Miami. Coming up, it's our main event. Set for the lightweight division, Howard Davis versus Shawn Wilson. OnlyFans brings you our exclusive look earlier today at the arrival of Shawn Wilson, who enters 3-1 in BKFC, coming into this, the biggest fight of his BKFC career. Howard Davis, 6-2-1 is his BK record. He's 5-2-1 promotionally in BKFC. Howard Davis fighting here in his home state of Florida. Feels that he continues to evolve as a bare knuckle fighter. He shows respect for Shawn Wilson, but he also feels that his speed will show through.
You can see a sizable height advantage and reach advantage with these guys. Hopefully, we get to see somebody utilize it and get around, move around the curves. One guy should be moving like a boxer, the other guy will probably be moving more like a wrestler.
That is our Tale of the Tape, presented by OnlyFans. We're 155 pounds, Wanya Reid versus Jim Pulgar.
I thought it was Howard Davis.
Venezuelan, now based here in Miami, Jim Pulgar. This is his BKFC debut. Pulgar has had 1 pro boxing bout. In our fighter meeting, he described himself as an extremely aggressive fighter. He said, I want to come inside off of outstanding head and hip movement, shades of Mike Tyson.
Yeah, this guy is high octane, high energy. He said he's coming out swinging, banging. He probably won't make it out of the first round. I kind of hate when guys say that because they just don't know. The later rounds are the best rounds.
Pulgar said, I will only move forward. He said moving backwards is, quote, not an option.
I'm interested to see if he's able to push forward and get the job done the way he wants. It doesn't usually work out that way, especially when you got another guy that's a banger that's coming in to stop you.
Florida-based, Jamaican-born Wanya Reid set for bout number 2 in BKFC. Reid has had 3 pro boxing matches. He's an outstanding amateur boxer, compiled an AMI record of 30-3, competed in the 2018 Olympic qualifiers for Jamaica. At our fighter meeting, Reid said, I want to work in the mid-range in the pocket, and I absolutely want to showcase my boxing skill set.
In this game, boxing's great, but brawling's greater. And so he's coming out, he looks a little cold, to be honest. When he gets in there, he better get adjusted really, really quickly, because as you can tell, his opponent's hot and ready to go and ready to get this over early.
It's Jim Pulgar said he would only move forward. Wanya Reid said, I'm going to move backwards a lot. I can land, and I can land hard when moving backwards. He said that's one of my best attributes as a fighter.
It is, and it works sometimes, but this is a high-octane sport. Think drag, car, think high-octane, go, go, go. And I believe that his opponent knows the rules.
Back we go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Presented to you by OnlyFans. Introducing to you first, Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears red and gold. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. His official weight, 154.4 pounds. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Barquisimeto, Venezuela. Here is Jim Alexander Pulgar. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears purple and green, trimmed in white. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 159.8 pounds. Tonight, he steps into the squared circle for the second time. Fighting out of Broward County, Florida, here is the Rated R Superstar, Lord Wanya Reid. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Jim Pulgar told us Wanya Reid has an explosive 1-2. I have to negate that with smothering pressure.
Yeah, he's going to start fast, he's going to start hard, and we'll know very, very soon who can do what they say they can do.
Round number 1 underway. White and purple trunks for the Jamaican-born Wanya Reid.
Right now, this type of fight goes towards Wanya. He's a boxer. If he can keep him outside on the range and keep the jab moving, this will eventually turn into his fight.
Red and gold trunks for the Venezuelan-born Jim Pulgar. The fighter's trying to work off the jab.
I like that he's trying to establish his defense first. That's always important. Once you get to see what a guy can do and how it feels, then you can get in there and land some big stuff.
Pulgar trying to land the naked right hand, the 2 without the 1. There's a sharp one, the jab from Wanya Reid.
There he goes with that big right hand, showing some of that power.
Reid again off the jab. Forward pressure from Jim Pulgar, as he told us he would do. High elbow guard from Pulgar.
I didn't expect Pulgar to be this patient. It's kind of scary.
Right. Side headlock draws the immediate separation from referee Andrew Glenn. 60 seconds remaining, round number 1. We're at 155 pounds.
Pulgar just landed a nice clean left hook. I don't know if you noticed.
On the back foot, there's Wanya Reid. Again, champ, Reid talked about being so comfortable throwing with power moving backwards.
They both are comfortable. I'm liking it. Yeah, he's coming forward. He's trying forward pressure. He's landing some clean shots. And his opponent's landing pretty good D, so playing pretty good D and landing good shots. This is turning into a solid fight.
So the rear right hook, down the jab from Wanya Reid. Pulgar still coming forward with 25 seconds remaining, round number 1. I like elbow guard again for Pulgar.
Big swing and a miss, but I like it as a fill-out round. These guys are respecting each other. Like I said, I like that Pulgar is establishing his defense and setting up, looking for some good shots.
Relatively measured tempo here in round number 1. 2 very skillful strikers. Stiff jab from Wanya Reid. Forward pressure again from Pulgar. The jab from Reid. Jab again just before the bell. Next stop, round 2.
Yeah, both of these guys know what they're doing. I like it.
Give me that scorecard.
Pulgar is pressing forward, using his forearms, using his elbows to manage the distance while also pressing forward. Reid is using his jab and stepping back and trying to stay clean. I like it as far as the fight goes. I think it'll turn into something crazy a little bit later as they start to get tired. But for right now, it looks like it's going to turn into a good fight.
Seconds out cold. Wanya Reid in his second fight in BKFC. Jim Pulgar in his bare knuckle fighting championship debut. Both fighters back up to scratch. Round number 2 underway.
I like that we haven't seen much grappling, much rushing, much pushing. I like to see how relaxed Pulgar is when punches are coming at him.
There's the jab, then the hook jab from Reid. Big right hand. Pulgar just off the mark. Hook jab again from Reid. I like looking for the entry angle.
Reid's being creative with his jab. Looks like he's starting to open up a little bit more. I don't like that super big right hand that he's throwing. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't.
Smart defensive grip, baseball back grip from Wanya Reid draws the separation from Andrew Glenn.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that when you grab in the clinch, if you lock both your hands together, the referee automatically has to stop.
To the jab goes Wanya Reid. Still forward pressure from Jim Pulgar, but it's smart forward pressure. It's not reckless from Pulgar.
Nice medium range uppercuts. Nice way to watch him, way to stalk him. Right now, of course, Reid is winning on little shots, little one-pot shots at a time, but I think it's going to get dangerous here pretty soon.
And largely off of that very effective jab to this point in the fight from Wanya Reid.
Yeah, he's throwing more, Reid's throwing more, he's looking more, but Pulgar is definitely watching for his time.
Counter his hand on the pull from Reid, then back to the lead left hand.
Nice right hand, nice uppercut.
Pulgar again, high elbow guard coming forward. 35 seconds remaining, round number 2. Reid staying on his bike, staying on the outside.
Forward pressure is also looked as ring control in BKFC. Usually the guy who's pushing forward gets a few points in with the referees and the judges.
Right hand off the mark from Reid. See the heavy feint from Wanya Reid, hook jab, well defended by Pulgar.
Yeah, I like his defense. Like I said, he looks like he's trying to look like me in there a little bit. Catching everything, respecting everything, slipping everything, and looking for a big shot.
You know, a lot of fighters emulate you, Lorenzo.
I've seen it.
Right hand just before the bell. We move to round 3.
I see a lot of good movement, a lot of good head movement, a lot of good blocks. What you should be looking to see that Pulgar is not afraid of the punches that are coming at him. Usually you would think that the guy who is throwing more punches isn't afraid, but it's actually the opposite. The guy who's throwing the most punches is throwing out of fear. The guy who's walking into him, he's not afraid. So eventually, he will find the shot. Entering into round 3, let's see if Pulgar opened up and it was all part of his plan to kind of see what Reid had to offer. Nice combination from Reid. Nice way to measure in and shoot the 1-2. Good old 1-2 down the pipe.
Round number 3 underway. Reid opening with an overhand right. To the jab goes Wanya Reid. Right back to forward pressure, mirroring the hips is Jim Pulgar.
Right now, Reid is showing that he is a superior boxer. Boxing does have a place in BKFC if you don't know how to negate it, if you don't know how to get in, close the distance, and make the guy pay.
Just saw the diversionary up jab from Jim Pulgar. Traditional forward jab from Reid, then the flick jab from Wanya Reid. Reid has shown a lot of variety in his jabs, Lorenzo.
Because boxers also get more and more relaxed as the round goes on. They usually don't start hot, but they turn up the heat as they continue to go on. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a pro-level boxer establish dominance in the ring by moving backwards and landing clean shots.
The right uppercut, back to the jab to the body from Pulgar.
Pulgar has got to go ahead and close the distance. Right now, I say it's round 3. Things are starting to look like, they're heating up and he's cooling off. He needs to press forward and throw some big bombs to the body and come over the top to the head.
Jab again to the body from Wanya Reid. Jab to the head with 45 seconds remaining, round 3.
Yeah, this fight is getting away from him, man. Boxers, they fight forever. So Reid's doing a really, really good job of just maintaining his distance, shooting the jab high, shooting the jab low, making sure he doesn't get hurt. If the fight continues to go like this, Reid got it.
What we're seeing, Lorenzo, Wanya Reid doing an exceptional job to this point of the fight of using this entire ring as Jim Pulgar is relentlessly coming forward.
As small as it is, but honestly, you could put me in a phone booth. I'll figure out how to make some space and figure out how to create just enough space to get the knockout. It doesn't really matter if they make the ring smaller.
There's the 1-2 from Wanya Reid. Pulgar took that exceptionally well.
Yeah, he's putting himself in a bad position where he's going to have to fire off and he's going to need a knockout to win. He's giving away too much.
We move to round 4.
Right now, his coaches should be telling him that he's in an all-or-nothing situation. He's going to have to press forward. He's going to have to knock this guy out. He's going to at least have to get a knockdown in order to make this fight competitive. He's given up the fight on points. He's fallen right into Reid's trap of just being patient and landing punches. Even though they're light punches or brazen punches, it doesn't really matter because the judges need to score something. And if you let it go to the scorecards, he knows he's got it.
Lorenzo, you made a great point in round number 2. Often in close rounds, as we see this replay, judges look at forward pressure fighters. We're seeing a lot of forward pressure from Jim Pulgar, but we're also seeing a lot of that. Punches off of that forward pressure on his back foot, backward movement, lateral movement from Wanya.
Yeah, smart boxing. Like I said, smart boxing. Boxing does have a place here in BKFC.
Round number 4 underway. Into the clinch, head chancery position, draws the separation from Andrew Glenn.
Yeah, I'm looking for Pulgar to press forward and, like I said, start banging. He's got to establish himself. He's going to have to risk something in order to be the victor in this fight.
Jab again, quadruple jab from Wanya Reid. Big right hand, Pulgar walked into that, now on the double underhooks. Pulgar continuing to throw to the body, separation from Glenn.
Yeah.
25 remaining round 4.
I don't know if you noticed, but Reid looked up at the clock as if he's a little bit winded. Let's see if his opponent noticed.
Pulgar, true to his word from our fighter meeting, where he said moving backwards is, quote, not an option. He's continued to move forward. Wanya Reid, though, continuing to throw, moving backwards and moving laterally. He's been continuing to land with his jab, has Wanya Reid.
He's watching, he's looking, he's stalking, he's doing everything right. He could turn this fight around in his favor if he can get in there and land that clean shot. But Reid is making it very hard.
Jim Pulgar, though, still very much in this fight. And again, when it comes to combat sports judging, with that said, the judges here in Florida are consistently excellent in combat sports, bare knuckle most definitely included, but assume nothing because we've seen a lot of force pressure from Jim Pulgar. And sometimes in close rounds, that's what judges defer to. Just like this, Pulgar coming forward aggressively. Big combination out from Pulgar, relooking the counter. 20 seconds remaining round 4.
He hurt him with an uppercut off the body shot and then up to the head. He needs to capitalize right now. This is his time to go.
That sequence of the fight for Jim Pulgar. Final seconds, round number 4. Overhand right from Wanya Reid. Pulgar again just misses the right hand. Locked in, forward pressure from Pulgar to the bell. We move to the 5th and final round.
That was his best round so far. Like I said, I think it was part of his game plan to kind of check him out. If it was his game plan, then right now it is time to go. When they ring this bell, it's time to go. Good pressure, good pop. It's just a little tiny punch. If he had failed, it could have been a slip or it could have been a knockdown. It would have been up to the ref. But I like it. I like to see guys when they're covered up like that. It definitely means you're doing something right. Pulgar is still very much in this fight. I don't know why his coaches aren't yelling at him to go ahead and finish it. If he can finish it, he needs to finish it, or he's going home empty-handed.
Are you ready? I said, are you ready for the 5th and final round?
Confirmation from our colleague Brian Sosha that we have reached the 5th and final round. Wanya Reid versus Jim Pulgar at 155 pounds. Reid starts round 5 with the jab.
He jumped up trying to hype the crowd, but he needs to hype himself. You need to risk it all.
Pulgar mirroring the hips of Wanya Reid. Pulgar with the overhand right.
Nobody hates going to decision more than me. He needs to go in there and finish this fight.
Jab to the body.
Reid knows it, and he's using the jab. He's using it effectively. He's using the last bit of his energy to make sure he keeps that distance. There it goes. Big right hand. Another right hand. There it goes.
Overhand right. 125 remaining round 5.
Yeah, what a patient fighter to know that he can go ahead and finish it in round 5. If he wins this fight, I'll say that was a risky game plan that worked out.
Duck under from Wanya Reid. Reid again on the jab, jabbing to the sternum of Jim Pulgar. 105 remaining, 5th and final round on the overhand right from Reid.
He's got 60 seconds to establish himself as a BKFC true fighter, and he's gonna need every second.
For me, right now to this point in the fight, Lorenzo, this is about the lead hand of Wanya Reid versus the forward pressure of Jim Pulgar.
It's about survival for Wanya Reid. All he has to do is survive another 30 seconds, and he got him a win.
There's that TikTok head movement Jim Pulgar talked about, emulating of Mike Tyson, the Customado style. Coming forward, moving his head, moving his hips.
I have no idea why Pulgar is fighting like he has another round, because he doesn't. He needs to get in there and stay in there.
Stiff jab again from Wanya Reid. Stretch drive of this fight.
If I was Reid with 20 seconds left, I would press forward and not give his guy a chance to do it anymore, since that's all he's shown and that's all he's used to. And he can go ahead and finish the fight strong and take his win home.
Left hand right from Wanya Reid on the duck under. Hook jab again, jab right back from Pulgar on the right hand. Reid left hook from Pulgar. That is the end of the fight.
Like I said, with 20 seconds left and you fall on the back foot the whole time, you best press forward. Secure your victory. Great job, Reid. If I'm wrong, I'm not the best in the world.
Let's go, baby.
So, Lorenzo, what the judges assigned by the Florida Commission will be looking at,
let's go, baby.
Are they favoring that constant forward pressure through 5 rounds of Jim Pulgar, or that active and accurate lead hand, the jabs, the hooks, the hook jabs, the overhand lead lefts of Wanya Reid?
Yeah, it was a good fight. He did his best to press forward and look for opportunities to go ahead and establish himself. Wanya Reid just didn't make many mistakes.
Both fighters giving a very good account of themselves, both fighters having their moments. Wanya Reid, in our fighter meeting, champ, talked about so comfortable fighting backwards, fighting laterally, and we saw that play throughout.
Yeah, he definitely proved it. He established the jab, he established the back foot. You have to be truly aggressive. I call it the second step. It's the step behind the initial step that you can defend, that the guy goes in there and actually establish him himself. He would have had to get in, he would have had to press him against the ropes, he would have had to make it a dirty fight, and he did not do that. I'd be surprised if this goes any other way than for Wanya Reid.
All right, here we go, Jeff. You gonna open up on the green or not?
We send it to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside are all in agreement at 49-46 to the winner by unanimous decision, the Rated R Superstar, Lord Wanya Reid.
And when I call it, I call it. Wanya Reid, he did very, very good, maintaining the distance, turning the corner, keeping his opponent at bay. He didn't do a whole lot of damage, but he didn't have to. If you can show mastery in the ring, mastery under pressure, and you can attack a guy while he's trying to attack you, get away with it clean, and you can get yourself a win.
Jim Pulgar definitely showed some skill, did some good things in this is BKFC debut, and Wanya Reid looked extremely sharp with his fluid movement and his active lead hand. The jab was there throughout for his first BKFC win. Victorious by way of unanimous decision, Wanya Reid defeats Jim Pulgar.
Saturday, April 6th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to the UK with 3 championships up for grabs. In the main event, James Lights Out Lilly hunts for his first BKFC title when he faces the undefeated Franco Tenaglia. In the co-main event, Danny Christie defends his light heavyweight UK title against David One More Round. Also, Gary Fox fights Ellis Shepard for the vacant featherweight UK championship. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Friday, March 22nd, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, finally returns to Bulgaria for BKFC 58. In the main event, Kalyan Kolev is back in the squared circle and looking to stay on the winning track. But the always ready to fight, Tony Markuliv has other plans. Also, many more electrifying bare knuckle fights. It's Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
To the light heavyweight division, the numbers presented by Grunt Style Apparel for Eduardo Concepcion versus Alvin Davis.
When you look at this fight right here, it doesn't look like too much of a big deal until you look at that weight advantage. It looks like somebody had trouble making 185 up and somebody had trouble making 185 down. We'll see what happens when these guys clash and see if that 8-pound difference makes a big difference in the fight.
Alvin Davis set for fight number 1 in BKFC. He's had 5 pro boxing matches, 4 pro MMA bouts. Davis told us in our fighter meeting he prides himself on being a very calculated fighter. Davis said, I'm going to strategically feel my way into this fight, smartly establish my jab, smartly cut angles.
I like him. He came out moving around. One thing that's deceptive about BKFC is everybody looks tough before the fight starts. But I'm interested to see what he gets in there and does. He says he's calculated. We need to see. He didn't come out sweating. He didn't come out, you know, wet or warmed up. And sometimes that works against you.
In BKFC for Eduardo Concepcion. His debut came June 2021 when he defeated Gabe Brown by first-round KO.
I've seen this guy fight before. Eduardo is no joke. He has really heavy hands. He's super strong. He's patient. He gets his chin up sometime, but it hasn't seemed to go against him yet because he will land a mean right or left hook just for looking at him.
That 5-second knockout, the second fastest in BKFC history.
Guys got to be real careful when they approach him.
The Cuban-born, Miami, Florida-based Eduardo Concepcion now set for fight number 3 in BKFC and carrying the flag of his native Cuba. Concepcion told us, I'm focused on controlling the pace. I want to be smart. I don't want to waste energy through excessive movement, but I also don't want to be passive.
He's strong, he's focused, he stays in. Like I said, his chin comes up sometime, but his eyes are always on the opponent. When he throws, he lands, and when he lands, it's over.
Concepcion said, I would much rather showcase my boxing than just pure punching power. I want to move forward off of angles. I'm not going to open up wildly at any point in this fight. What I will do is seize opportunities.
Power punchers always say that, but honestly, I've been the only power puncher that I've seen that's been able to convert that into some kind of cool, skillful boxing. I don't think we'll see any surprises here. I think we'll see power shots.
Eduardo Concepcion said, I'm expecting a very fast and aggressive start from my opponent, Alvin Davis. I'm ready for that. I know he is tough. I do not want to get sucked into a brawl. Back we go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Presented to you by Grunt Style Apparel, America's patriotic apparel leader. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears orange and blue. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 180.2 pounds. He holds a combined combat sports record of 9 fights and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Montgomery, Alabama, here is Alvin Davis. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, an even 188 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1 victory opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Cuba, here is Eduardo Concepcion. And our referee in charge of the action, Sam Burgos.
Alvin Davis said, I know it might take me time to find my punching rhythm, but I am confident I will get better as this fight progresses.
This is another one of those fights that we'll know who's who within the first 30 seconds.
Round number 1. Big swings up from scratch from Eduardo Concepcion from the outside pump. He's in the white trunks, orange trunks for Alvin Davis.
He's already cut, he's already hurt. He's stuck in the clinch. He doesn't know what to do. Great dirty boxing. He's out of his league right now, just not understanding.
Ruled as a slip on the pull down.
It doesn't matter much. He's established himself. We see that 8-pound difference worked out for him. This is going to be dirty and ugly and fast.
Relentless half-tie pump from Eduardo Concepcion to start this light heavyweight fight. Into the pocket comes Concepcion. Big right hands and taking the knees, Alvin Davis.
Great knockdown. Alvin Davis got no clinch work. He got no practice. He has no idea what to do with this dirty boxing, clinching style that Eduardo is bringing into the table.
Concepcion talked about showcasing his boxing, not his power. He's showcasing both right now. Again to the half-tie plum goes Concepcion to the body. Left hand, right hand, one-way traffic in the moment for Concepcion.
What a mean, dirty fight Eduardo has brought to the table.
Knockdown number 2.
I don't think he has much more to offer. It'd be smart for him to stay down at this point. If not, the doctor will probably get in and take a look at that.
Stops his fight at 9, and the win for Eduardo Concepcion.
Like I said, I didn't expect much hanging back boxing from this guy. I knew he'd come in and start swinging. He's at home. He's got a hometown crowd. People who love him, people who want to see him win. That's why he's overcome with emotion right now, because he knows he showed out for his family.
He is truly one of the nicest people on the BKFC roster. Always first class outside of the ring, and as you saw, first class inside the ring, Eduardo Concepcion. Alvin Davis, and this is BKFC debut. Very confident. He felt that he had to get through the early pressure of Concepcion, and he felt in his words that he would get better as the fight progresses. Champ Concepcion just simply never gave Davis that opportunity.
I can honestly say for debuters, it's very, very tough to understand what's going to happen. There's so much going on, and especially when you come from MMA, you're used to going ahead and shooting that takedown when guys grab you or clinch around the neck. When you get in here and you've never been clinched before like that, you've never been hit before like that, you generally just don't know what to do. And I've seen guys freeze up and just get blasted away. He basically froze up and just let Concepcion throw whatever he wanted to throw. He took control with that left hand, held on to it, fired an uppercut, fired a left hook, and I think he kind of just fainted rather than take the damage that Concepcion had for him.
That was excellent refereeing from Sam Burgos. He broke off his count at 9, which referees can break off their count at any point and stop the fight. Burgos realized that Davis, even though he was up, did not seem, in Burgos's opinion, able to continue, thus ending the count at 9. And the win in phenomenal fashion for Eduardo Concepcion. Truly, champ, that's some of the best work I have ever seen at BKFC from the half-tie plum.
Right, like I said, the half-tie plum is a very, very weird strategic technique. If you're not good at it, you're just not good at it. And sometimes people will grab that head and have their way with it. It's especially hard for the new fighters, for the guys who are coming in from other combat sports, especially boxing. You're not allowed to do that. These guys just have no answer when they get wrapped up and beat up.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Sam Burgos, reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute 34 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO, Eduardo Concepcion!
Eduardo established his dominance early and maintained it and stuck with it. He didn't seem to be getting tired at all. He could have just handled that all day. My father once told me the only thing worse than a quick butt whooping is an all-day butt whooping. And I think he could have did that all day.
Alvin Davis was game. Eduardo Concepcion was on point. Relentless power, accuracy, and volume from the half-tie plum.
That's what I call.
2 knockdowns to the KO. The winner by way of first-round knockout, Eduardo Concepcion defeats Alvin Davis.
Shawn, the magician!
champion of the world.
The right hand back counter, and down goes Chancey Wilson. Reid's trying to circle out, trying to throw back, takes the left hand, right hand. Another big shot on the left hand, and that is a clean knockdown.
Hey, all you flyweights know who's a champion.
Live from Vivo, BKFC Fight Night Miami is brought to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink, OnlyFans, Grunt Style Apparel, and Forged Irish Stout. And now your Tell the Tape, brought to you by Fubo TV.
155-pounders for you now. Rohan Prado versus Reid Pell.
These guys are pretty much identical in weight and reach and stuff. We shouldn't see nothing too crazy. It looks like he's 5'11", just a little bit taller, but height only matters in basketball.
This is the promotional BKFC debut for Reid Pell. He is 1-0 in the sport of bare knuckle. Pell has also had 4 MMA bouts, 2 in amateur boxing. He told us he feels he has to be aggressive in his bout while also being smart. Pell said constant in and out movement, and when I'm in, I want to keep initiating the clinch.
He has a solid game plan. You can tell he worked out and he got a really good fight tap in. I'm hoping he comes in and uses his mind instead of his body. He doesn't just have to bang away. His opponent won't let him.
Pell said of his opponent, Rohan Prado, I believe he's going to go all out for the first round finish. I'm going to get Prado flustered through my head movement. It will make him miss, and then I will start to land and take over this fight.
It's always nice to have a game plan, but you know Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody got a plan until you get punched.
Big pop from this Miami crowd for the Hialeah, Florida-based Rohan Prado. Prado now making his BKFC and indeed pro combat sports debut. He amassed a record of 16-6 in amateur boxing. At our fighter meeting, Rohan Prado said, I want to be very strategic, patiently find openings, and I cannot be stationary at any point in this fight.
Right. As boxers, when they come out here, they really have made it their plan to establish their dominance and to use the ring to move around. Even though it's a smaller ring, it still doesn't matter. If you use the jab and you turn the corners, you can establish your dominance in your hand skills and speed, and hey, you take home a win.
Again, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Presented to you by Fubo TV. Watch live sports and TV without cable, including BKFC on Fubo TV. Start your 7-day free trial at FuboTV.com. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and red. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 155.8 pounds. His bare knuckle fighting record stands undefeated at 1-0, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of New Smyrna Beach, Florida, here is Ray Honky Kong Pell. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black and gold. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 155 pounds even. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Hialeah, Florida, here is Rohan Headline Row Prado. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Rohan Prado said, as Reid Pell's throwing power punches, I will be throwing straight punches.
These are some huge 155ers, and I'm thinking we'll see a knockout.
Round number 1, fast start forward out from scratch for Rohan Prado. He's in the black and gold trunks, and to the canvas, but ruled a slip by referee Andrew Glenn.
He called it a slip, but I think he took a little bit. He called it a slip, but I think he took a little bit of damage, and I'm thinking he'll be right back down on the mat shortly.
Overhand right on the entry, carry left hand, and then drops right Pell. Clean knockdown.
Like I said, I seen him take a clean shot even on the first slip, and then he's right back up, takes another shot, and gives up.
This fight is over, and the win in lightning strike fashion for Rohan Prado.
What in the world did I just miss? Come out here, establish yourself, throw some nice shots, a long rangy right hand, and go home with a pocket of money.
No, it wasn't that.
BKFC Fight Night Miami is presented commercial-free by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Rohan Prado, he say he comes out, he wants to box, he wants to be rangy. Yeah, right, he wants to get in and he wants to bang. Don't fall for his boxer's stature, whoever coming up next, because he's coming head hunting, and he's gonna put you down. Bang. Came right out swinging, right hand into the clinch. Left hand into the clinch. Nice little left straight shot on the forehead. Lord have mercy, he was all over the place.
You saw those final punches in the sequence were clean because even though Pell was crouching, he was not a grounded fighter. Clean knockdown and a clean finish for Rohan Prado. Victory in his BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut.
Sometimes those shots completely change your mind. When you get in there and you take a couple of shots, if this is not what you were born to do, don't do it.
Rohan Prado told us, I will patiently find openings. He didn't show much patience. What he showed was explosive power, precision, and a relentless forward pressure style. The fighter champ who went 16-6 in amateur boxing, outstanding in his BKFC debut, now 1-0 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Andrew Glenn, steps in and calls a stop to this fight at 31 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Rohan, headline Prado.
I knew this fight would be intense. I knew it was going to be a knockout, and I knew it would come early. These are the biggest 155ers I think I've ever seen, and they did not play. He came out swinging, banging. He took everything his opponent gave him, and he got him a first-round knockout.
Reid Pell is a talented fighter. He entered 1-0 in the sport of BK. But Rohan Prado in his BKFC debut was on point, exploding off of scratch, but doing so with precision and power. The winner by way of first-round TKO, Rohan Prado defeats Reid Pell.
Saturday, April 6th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to the UK with 3 championships up for grabs. In the main event, James Lights Out Lilly hunts for his first BKFC title when he faces the undefeated Franco Tenaglia. In the co-main event, Danny Christie defends his light heavyweight UK title against David One More Round. Also, Gary Fox fights Ellis Shepard for the vacant featherweight UK championship. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Saturday, April 27th, one historic night, one epic encounter. Platinum Mike Perry versus Thiago the Pitbull Alves. Also the world heavyweight title on the line when champ Mick Terrell fights #1 pound for pound in the world, Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt. Plus 2 hard-hitting heavyweights on a collision course as Big Ben Rothwell fights Todd Duffy. And much more fast-paced Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship action. Don't miss history unfold at Knuckle Mania 4. Download the BKFC app at bkfc.com.
David Feldman is with us. You know who he is. He is the man who brought bare knuckle fighting into the modern era. David, our second outdoor show, one of our home bases, South Florida. This is a phenomenal crowd. By my count, We continue to sell out. Every show in 2024 has been a
Number
sellout.
5. This is our 5th sellout in a row. Next week is a sellout in Bulgaria. It looks like New Mexico is going to be a sellout, and then let's see if this guy can sell out LA.
So let's talk about that. This is historic for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, our debut in California. We will be in Los Angeles at Peacock Theater. Knuckle Mania 4. That is a stacked card. Mike Perry, Thiago Alves. In the heavyweight division, you will see Ben Rothwell versus Todd Duffy. And for the BKFC heavyweight strap, the champion Mick Terrell versus my broadcast partner tonight, the juggernaut Lorenzo Hunt.
He looks pretty big, doesn't he?
Hey, man, I've been eating good. My wife's been feeding me really, really good for this fight. I know when you go out here to Knuckle Mania in California, we got to do something big.
You have to do something big. We're actually going to be dropping something new every week. We just signed a co-host with Cyrus. We're going to announce that on Monday. Following week, we're going to announce another edition. We're going to make this the best event that ever happened with BKFC. It's going to be Knuckle Mania 4. We know we're going to have the best fights on there. We're also going to make it the best event. It's going to make people want to keep coming back to BKFC.
David, let's talk about what it means for our company to go into the state of California.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Look, it's a state that, you know, kind of shunned us a little bit just because they didn't understand what we were doing. They did what everybody ends up doing. They allowed themselves to be educated on it, and they allowed themselves to understand it. And as soon as they did that, they welcomed us in. Andy Foster has been phenomenal to work with, just great to work with. I can't wait to have this debut there, April 27th. It's just going to unravel so many things on the West Coast for us, because actually LA, I think I said it last time, but LA is our #1 market on the app. So it's our #1 fan base in LA, and now we get to show you guys banging it out bare-fisted in Los Angeles.
David, you know, early on, we were trying to open up states. Now we have a different dilemma. Can we go to all the states who want BKFC?
Yeah, man, we're going to find a way. We're doing different things. We're signing so many fighters. I mean, these undercard amateur matches that we did tonight, these guys starting off the card, they're bangers. They're guys that really want to make a name for themselves in BKFC, and we are going to create more and more opportunities for them. There's going to be so many events in 2025, like it's crazy. We're going to do 42 in 2024. We might do 60 or 70 in 2025. It's just some people go, you're saturating the market. No, we're giving these guys opportunities to fight, and we're grooming fighters on the undercard.
I've always wanted to fight in California on the West Coast. A lot of my fans are from the West Coast, and we just didn't have a home there. I'm coming, and I'm bringing 100% juggernaut. The only thing that can go wrong is that they kick us out after I do my job.
Honestly, it's the fight I'm most looking forward to. Look, everybody wants to see Mike Perry fight because he's got a big name and he's fighting Thiago Alves. I want to see this guy fight Mick Terrell. I think it's going to be an unbelievable banger, and it's going to be something that you can't miss. I mean, this whole card from top to bottom, there's no A side on, you know, let's make the A side win. That ain't happening on this card. Every fight is a coin toss.
So, David, April 27th in Los Angeles at Peacock Theater, our first major show in California, our first show in California, first major show on the West Coast, April 27th, Knuckle Mania 4. 2 weekends later, it is our first major show in the Northeast. We will break some news here at Mohegan Sun. I love this venue. Thanks to Mike Mazzulli, ABC president, making this happen. Open-minded for our great sport of bare knuckle, and we go in strong into Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, in the Northeast.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the best fights on that card. Heather Hardy, who fought everybody in boxing, tremendous tenure in boxing, against really the GOAT in bare knuckle, in women's bare knuckle, Christine Perea. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be a real test for Christine. If she walks through Heather like she walked through all the other opponents that she had, I mean, I don't even know what to say.
There's nothing Christine can't do. And I'm glad you guys keep going and find challenges for her. But if Christine shows up, it's going to be a banger.
Champ, did you think when you signed with David Feldman and all of us here at BKFC that within 3 weeks we would be in LA and then at Mohegan Sun?
I already knew when I met David Feldman that we were going to be a powwow for the world to see. I told him when I met him I always wanted to be in the circus. I'm in the circus now.
I mean, it really is. It's the greatest combat show on earth, the greatest combat sports show on earth. I mean, we're killing it. Why? Because we got guys like you, Lorenzo, just giving it your all every time. Look, everybody counted you out in that fight. right? And you ended up winning by knockout, and that just shows the kind of heart and the kind of grit that you have and the kind of fighter we have in BKFC, and you never know what to expect here at any given time.
And Knuckle Mania April 27th is going to be even better. I am going to show you the biggest, baddest, most vicious bare knuckle fighter in the world today. Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt is going to risk it all to be the 3-division world champ.
David, outstanding. We keep on rolling just like that man keeps on rolling. Lorenzo Hunt, he's with me tonight. Chris Lytle is at our tryouts, getting ready for Mohegan Sun on May 11th in Connecticut. The Juggernaut and I continue thanks to David Feldman. We now move to a bout in the light heavyweight division. The numbers presented by Rosa for Marcus Suarez versus Marcus Williamson.
We're looking at a height advantage. We're looking at a weight advantage. We're looking at a reach advantage. Let's see if Marcus Suarez can use those advantages in this fight.
Marcus Williamson set for his BKFC debut. He's had 1 pro boxing match, 12 bouts as an AMI and MMA. Williamson said in our fighter meeting, I'm focused on punch selection. I don't want to throw wildly. Williamson is naturally right-handed. He said, I will switch stances, but I will do so smartly.
I don't know much about him. I can't wait to see what he can do. Just from my Juggernaut assessment of him, he looks like he trained hard. He's got that little crazy look in his eye. Let's see if he can utilize it and make it into an actual fight. He's a little flat-footed, and I hate to see that when fighters come out. But let's see what he can do.
Williamson said, I'm going to bob and weave to get to the inside. I ideally want to be in the clinch over the pocket, and when I'm in the clinch, I'm going to throw big uppercuts.
Big uppercuts aren't always easy to throw when you're in the clinch. Sometimes it's the little punches that set things up for you. I am a master at little punches as well as big punches. And when you're in that clinch, you need to be aware of which one you need.
This is fight number 2 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for Marcus Suarez. Suarez has also had 2 pro MMA bouts. Both of those were at heavyweight. In his life, Suarez has weighed as much as 355 pounds. And to put that in full perspective, he weighed in at 184.8 for this bout. Suarez said in our fighter meeting, I want to establish my reach advantage quickly. Suarez 6'1" to Williamson's 5'8". Suarez said lateral movement. I want to continually be first and continually throw hard, stiff jabs from range.
He's coming out strong, hard. He's already attempting to intimidate his guy by giving him the mean prison stare. Like I said, I'm not sure about this choice in music, but when he gets in here, let's see what he can do.
Suarez said, I want to avoid a brawl. I believe that my opponent, Marcus Williamson, has wild striking. I think he's an unpredictable striker, Suarez said. I cannot allow Williamson to control this fight in the pocket.
I think we'll be able to tell right in the first 30 seconds of this fight, too. Whoever comes off the line swinging and banging is probably going to establish the dominance first and wind up winning this bout.
Again, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Presented to you by Russia. Upgrade to champion mindset with Russia. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, an even 177 pounds. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, here is Marcus Lights Out Williamson. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black and gold. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. His official weight, 184.8 pounds. Tonight he steps into the squared circle for the second time. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, is Marcus Merc Suarez. And our referee in charge of the action, Sam Burgos.
Marcus Williamson told us, throughout my combat sports career, I've been historically a slow starter. I cannot be in this bout. Let's see what happens. Little trucks for Marcus Suarez, back trucks for Marcus Williamson. Fast start with the right hooks, now the uppercuts to the body for Marcus Suarez.
Yeah, he's got to tie him up or something. He's got to get him off of him, or he's got to wrap him up and get the ref to make the break.
On the underhook, a spear of blood on the chest of Suarez. It's the blood of Williamson as he goes to the canvas on both knees.
He got caught in the eye with one of those wild punches.
That is it! The win for Marcus Suarez in round number 1.
I told you, a lot of these guys just are not prepared for what can happen in bare knuckle. There's a reason you start 36 inches apart. There's a reason the ring is small. It's because we want to see a fight.
Paying homage to Tito Ortiz with his Gravedigger victory celebration, Marcus Suarez was on point.
Establish the distance, rush the man, wrap the arm up, and go, 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 go. What a simple but effective game plan, and he had no answer for it. It's like he'd never watched a BKFC fight in his life.
Relentless champ for Marcus Suarez.
In a situation like this, you either go double unders and wrap your arms around the back, or you can go over the top of the head with one arm and clench your hands in the back with the other, and the referee will have to stop it.
Outstanding for Marcus Suarez to record his first victory in BKFC. Suarez really a point of inspiration again. He was completely out of sports, weighing 355 pounds, committed himself to fighting, being a professional fighter, coming to BKFC, getting in shape, and again, from 355 to 184.8 for this fight, and now showing his class in victory.
BKFC is such a new sport that there are a lot of rules in the fighting that people just have not gotten used to. Coming over from different combat sports organizations and being reliant on the referee to get in there and save you, we call it dirty boxing for a reason. You can clinch, you can wrap the guy up, and you can hit and hold. And until you figure out, you guys need to practice that when you're at home.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Sam Burgos, reaches the count of 10 at 28 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO, Marcus Merc Suarez!
And that's how you call it getting bucked up.
Marcus Suarez paying homage to the celebrations, first of Tito Ortiz, and you just saw the Josh Barnett throat slash. Marcus Williamson told us he's historically a slow starter. He felt he couldn't be in this fight, but Marcus Suarez completely exploding off of scratch. It wasn't the slow start of Williamson, it was the rapid-fire start and indeed the rapid-fire finish of Marcus Suarez. The winner by way of first-round KO in 28 seconds, Marcus Suarez defeats Marcus Williamson.
Saturday, April 6th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to the UK with 3 championships up for grabs. In the main event, James Lights Out Lilly hunts for his first BKFC title when he faces the undefeated Franco Tenaglia. In the co-main event, Danny Christie defends his light heavyweight UK title against David One More Round. Also, Gary Fox fights Ellis Shepard for the vacant featherweight UK championship. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Friday, March 22nd, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, finally returns to Bulgaria for BKFC 58. In the main event, Kalyan Kolev is back in the squared circle and looking to stay on the winning track. But the always ready to fight, Tony Markuliv has other plans. Also, many more electrifying bare-knuckle fights. It's Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Sold out tonight outside at Vivo in Miami. Still to come, it's our co-main event. Women's 125-pounders. OnlyFans brings you our exclusive look at the arrivals earlier this evening. Rosa Rodriguez, 1-0 in BKFC. Her opponent and our co-main, Monica Franco, 1-0 in BKFC. A pivotal bout for both women in BKFC's stacked women's flyweight division. You will see it tonight in our co-main. Right now, it's our feature fight of the evening. In the welterweight division, FAMEZ versus Brandon Meyer. The numbers presented by Forged Irish Stout.
Little bit of a height advantage for Brandon Meyer, but not a big difference. They're pretty much even on everything else. FAMEZ is a sharp guy. Let's see if they can figure out how to negate the height advantage.
2 fights in BKFC for Brandon Meyer. His debut occurred November 2022 when he defeated Shane Moffitt by first-round knockout.
I like how he moves. I like how he thinks. He landed some clean shots. He's a smart guy. FAMEZ got his hands full.
Brandon Meyer, now set for fight 3 in BKFC. He's also had 2 pro MMA bouts. Meyer told us in our fighter meeting, I want to hold the center of the ring, dictate the pace from the center of the ring. I want to showcase my jab and showcase excellent head movement. Meyer said of his opponents, and this is our feature fight of the evening, a 165 pounds, FAMEZ. I believe he will start very aggressively, and then I think Meyer said of FAMEZ he will slow down, wait to counter with power. Meyer said, I have to make him open up, make him have mistakes, and I will do so through my jab and through an active feint.
Like I said earlier, Mike Tyson said it best, everybody has a plan until they get hit. He's coming out here, and I actually think from his posture and his composure that he'll probably be the more aggressive fighter starting out and looking for FAMEZ to kind of like follow suit.
3 wins in BKFC for FAMEZ. His most recent victory occurred August of last year when he defeated Aaron Sutterfield by first-round knockout.
FAMEZ is a sharp fighter, a smart fighter. Miami, homegrown. This is his hometown. He's brought some interesting style and flair to the BKFC, and I know he's looking to stay in the win column. So if he can do something like that, dirty box, get on the inside and land something clean, he'll get him a win and stay on top.
Follow me on Facebook.
FAMEZ now set for bout number 7 in BKFC. Overall, this is his 8th bout in the sport of bare knuckle. FAMEZ also 4-0 in pro boxing. FAMEZ told us in our fighter meeting, I want to showcase my elusiveness. I want to stand in front of my opponent, Brandon Meyer, and then not get hit. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be very precise with my punches.
I've watched FAMEZ throughout his BKFC career. He's a very talented guy. He can move around. He's rhythmic. He's even a rapper, so he's a multi-talented guy. And if he can get in there and use his rhythm to pick apart his opponent's mistake, he'll land us and get us a clean knockout for the night.
FAMEZ said of Brandon Meyer, I think he has an outstanding right hand, but beyond that, I am really not concerned. FAMEZ said if I can negate Meyer's right hand, this fight will be mine and without difficulty.
I like the plan. Let's see what he can do with it.
To get our feature fight started, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for our feature fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Presented to you by Forged Irish Stout. Not here to take part, here to take over. Introducing to you first, Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears red and white trimmed in the proud colors of the United States of America. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 164.2 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1 victory opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, here is Brandon Beast Mode Meyer. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears pink. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 164.4 pounds. His bare knuckle fighting record stands at 4 victories opposite 3 defeats. Fighting out of the 305, Miami, Florida, here is the Heartbreak Kid, FAMEZ. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Brandon Meyer said, I'm ready for a fast start from FAMEZ, but I'm not that concerned with his punching power. Round number 1. Pink trunks for FAMEZ. White and blue trunks for Brandon Meyer.
FAMEZ comes out real relaxed. I like to see guys shooting to the body first. Meyer is throwing big punches early.
Counter right hand from FAMEZ. Meyer continuing to throw big. Down to the body goes Brandon Meyer.
They're trading some shots. It's a fast pace. Nobody established anything just yet.
Overhand right misses from FAMEZ. Meyer bouncing on his step, extending his lead left hand from the orthodox position. From the southpaw on the entry goes FAMEZ. From the half-top club, now Brandon Meyer on the right uppercut. FAMEZ on the overhand right.
FAMEZ did a real good job of switching stances and landing something clean. But often when you switch stances, you get stuck in an unfamiliar stance, and that's why that half-tie clinch was able to work.
Both fighters trying to snatch the half-tie play. Meyer driving forward. Breakdown called and received by referee Andrew Glenn. 60 seconds remaining, round number 1. This is our feature fight. We're 165 pounds.
I think that was a good break. Somebody needs to establish some patience and make a good move or two before they just keep swinging and somebody gets clipped with something you didn't see coming.
See the head movement again from Meyer. He told us that was one of his keys to victory. Right uppercut just misses that right hand. Lands out from Brandon Meyer. Counter right hand and again right hand from FAMEZ.
Let's go.
Now Meyer coming forward from the half-tie plum again. Short left hand, a lead left hand out from Brandon Meyer.
FAMEZ was stalking and trying to get the guy to come forward, and come forward he did. He is swinging, he is putting it all on the line. Let's see if he'll have anything left if it doesn't work.
FAMEZ resetting. Meyer coming forward from the center circle. Nice jab. Left jab. 10 seconds remaining. Round number 1. And that sends FAMEZ to the canvas.
FAMEZ looks to be a little bit too calm. He's staying a little bit too close, and he's taking shots he does not have to take. Now we're going to see how strong he is and if he can recover from a knockdown.
The bell, the end of round 1. FAMEZ went to shake the hand of Brandon Meyer, who wanted no part of that handshake. Presumably champion 10-8, round number 1 for Brandon Meyer, recording that knockdown.
A 10-8 round that didn't have to be. It was a good start to the fight. FAMEZ was just now starting to calm down and try to measure his guy. Meyer just was not having it. He blasted through the end of the round and then landed a clean shot. Jab right on the chin. Dazed him a little bit, stuck him again. Same jab. That was also the same jab that we saw yesterday at weigh-ins when FAMEZ slapped him and got jabbed right on the chin.
Brandon Meyer's son, Dion Meyer, is in his dad's corner for the first time.
All the pressure is on FAMEZ now to make it a fight. We'll see if Myers takes a back leg and give him a chance.
Oh, knuckle up from referee Andrew Glenn. Round number 2 underway. We need 4 pressure to start the second round from FAMEZ. And off the jab from Meyer.
And Myers does. He instantly comes out and starts to get on his bike, moving around a little bit more, giving FAMEZ a chance to walk into something heavy.
Meyer couldn't get through off of the jabs.
Looked like a little twist of the ankle.
And trying to come forward, now backs off. He sets into ortho from the southpaw stance.
FAMEZ is being kind of patient, reaching to. We got pretty good head strikes. FAMEZ 10, Myers 21 in the first round. These guys are throwing.
Meyer pulling on the right hand nearly getting through fully from FAMEZ. Back to the jab goes Meyer. Counter right hand from FAMEZ.
I like the way Myers is using his jab as a straight and as a little short hook. He seems to have noticed something weak about FAMEZ's left side defense.
See the inside hand fighting for both men. Back to the jab again, Brandon Meyer. 55 seconds remaining round 2.
That jab is going to continue to be trouble, and if FAMEZ keep changing stances, he opens himself up to a clean right hand or a short left hook.
FAMEZ circling out. The southpaw goes FAMEZ. See Brandon Meyer in the orthodox stance.
You can't stay in the mid-range like this. You cannot stay in striking range. You're either in or you're out. FAMEZ need to go in and get some or get out of there because this guy is throwing and he's not trying to make this an easy night for FAMEZ.
Meyer on the right hand. Meyer now in southpaws. Both fighters continue to switch stances.
Yeah, they both calmed down a little bit after that wild first round. They're both respecting each other's power. Maybe Myers got clipped a little bit. We know FAMEZ did, and that's why everybody's being cautious right now. They're trying to make it out the second round. Maybe we'll see some more action in the third.
Final seconds, round number 2. Again, you see the inside hand fighting. Check left hook not getting through from Meyer. The overhand right just before the bell. We move to round 3.
Nice way to land something to establish yourself in the second round. FAMEZ was definitely hurt. I like how he took his time to recover in the second round. Maybe we'll see if he showed up to actually fight this round.
Slight swelling. Intended to on cue. Our world-class cutman and also BKFC fighter, Perez.
Being coached by our ex-champion Gogo. Can't wait to see him back in the BKFC ring.
Brandon Meyer already off his stool before the seconds out whistle. Both fighters up to scratch.
FAMEZ looks a little windy.
Round number 3. Meyer immediately back to the 1. On the hook from the top one. Big shots out from Brandon Meyer to the body.
Solid defense for FAMEZ to block all of that.
Stop, step back.
FAMEZ snatching the side headlock. That draws the break from Andrew Glenn. And he's fighting on the inside.
FAMEZ seems a little too calm for the situation, don't you think?
FAMEZ still trying to feel his way into this fight, champ. Down in round number 1, dropped by Brandon Meyer.
Myers knows he's up a round or 2, and he's taking his time and making FAMEZ take the risk of coming in. Right now, it's about establishing dominance and range and waiting for a guy to come after him.
Left hand getting through from Meyer. Natural reaction from this Florida crowd.
Nice left hand. Myers is really, really good at turning that straight into a hook, and it's paying dividends today.
A significant swelling under the left eye of FAMEZ. Seeing the step with Brandon Meyer. Meyer coming forward on the naked overhand left. That was audacious.
FAMEZ seems to be a little bit dazed, but he's definitely respecting the power of Meyer. He hasn't gone after anything significant yet.
40 seconds remaining, round number 3. Both men in the center circle. Meyer to the jab. Again, champ. FAMEZ talked about really having respect for the right hand of Meyer, and he felt confidently if he could take that right hand away, he could cruise through this fight. What we're seeing from Meyer is a very active jab from Rosa.
Maybe a little overconfident in that because his left hand seems to be doing the most damage. He's landing clean jabs, clean left hooks, and he just caught him with the right hand.
Stop! Step back, step back, step back.
Now the break order by referee Andrew Glenn. FAMEZ hands on hips. Final seconds, the duck under right hook to the body from Meyer.
This is a rough night for FAMEZ. He's got a hematoma forming around that eye. He's winded. He looks like he bit off a little more than he can chew.
We are headed to round 4.
With 2 rounds to go, I would say it's anybody's fight. But I'm looking over there in the corner of FAMEZ, and he doesn't seem super confident. got a nice knot under his eye. Nothing cut above the eye, so there's no bleeding. Right now, it's all about heart. Can he muster the heart to pull this off? Meyer's over here in the corner being tended to by his crew. They're telling him keep doing what you're doing as they should be. He should be keeping the space, making sure that FAMEZ doesn't get anything lucky off and landing clean counter shots when he tries.
Glenn, mouthpiece check. Both fighters, this is round number 4. Now round number 4 underway. He looks coming forward off the jab. Maybe Champ sensing a bit of urgency. There's the right hand on the counter with his back against the ropes by Meyer. Now back to the jab from the ortho stance.
He's moving a little bit better. Maybe he's going to take a push forward in his last blast, but Meyer's not having it. He's using the little sides. He's pressing forward. He's keeping him trapped. Nice uppercut.
Big uppercuts as Meyer snatched the underhook and was thrown to the body. On the reset, stepping with the left and the left hook from Meyer.
Looked like he caught a straight right hand right on the forehead. Hopefully Myers didn't hurt his hand, but he switched stances to try to hide it.
Meyer now with the right jab from the southpaw stances. Both fighters continue to switch stances in this fight. 70 seconds remaining, round 4.
I just think FAMEZ is way too calm in the pocket right here, and Myers is throwing a flurry of small punches, some big, some small, and it's working dividends.
And just getting through from FAMEZ.
Nice little check right hook. It's just not enough.
See the hand shot from FAMEZ. Now FAMEZ is fighting forward. Counter left hand from Meyer.
Good job, FAMEZ, in switching up the pace.
Meyer on the right hand.
This is turning into a brawl, a real Rocky fight right here. Myers is showing him that I came to fight. I know this is our hometown, but it's my home tonight.
Continuing to move his head. FAMEZ trying to bait in Brandon Meyer. 25 seconds remaining, round 4. See almost a reach Champ from FAMEZ on that high elbow guard of Meyer.
It is surreal how calm FAMEZ is standing there in the pocket, even taking damage. Standing there staring at his opponent, not throwing punches. It is very dangerous, a very dangerous position to take.
Switch of stances, right hand not getting through from Meyer, but the idea was there. The bell, we move to the 5th and final round.
This is an all or nothing round for FAMEZ. He's laid off as many rounds as he possibly could. If he does not come up with something right now, at least a knockdown to keep himself in this fight, I believe this fight will go unanimously to Meyer.
Champ, going with our mantra of assume nothing with combat sports judging, but I would say 99% likely the judges are consistently excellent with BKFC here in Florida. 10-9 across the board, round number 1 for Brandon Myers. He scored the clean knockdown of FAMEZ.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, when you know the sport as well as I do, you know what to look for in a fight. And it doesn't take a genius to tell you who won a fight.
Championship fans.
You can just look at their face.
I said, bare knuckle fighting championship fans. Are you ready for the 5th and final round?
Round number 5, final round of this, our featured fight of the evening. 165 pounds, FAMEZ from the halftime club throwing to
Nice shot. He threw a nice little looping hook and a straight down the middle that landed clean. I believe
continuing to move off the jab.
I believe he's planning to win this fight with the knockout. He's gonna have to.
FAMEZ almost stationary in the center circle.
Way to take it down to the body. Maybe he'll get him to bring his hands down a little bit before he comes up top. But as of right now, Myers has done a very, very, very good job of winning, going forward and winning, fighting backwards.
So the naked left hand on the entry right hook from FAMEZ. FAMEZ on the right hook, trying to turn up the temperature.
Now there's the fans I know. A guy that'll get in there and brawl with you, throw to the body, come up to the head, close the distance. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Separation from Andrew Glenn. And Meyer now exploding into the pocket. And Meyer with the right hand, another right hand from Meyer.
Right back. This is easily gonna be fight of the night. Even though I'm still calling it unanimous for Myers right now, FAMEZ needs a knockdown and he needs it now.
the framing of Meyer with the left forearm, driving Fames back against the ring ropes. Fames out of the right hand. Counter left on the right hand from Meyer.
Good job on the uppercut and the slide out from Fames as well. He caught a shot getting out, but he landed a good one before he left.
Spirit blood on the nose. Brandon Meyer.
He's gasping for air. Fames is gasping for air. Myers needs to take that opportunity and go ahead and finish this fight strong, or else he'll wind up getting kicked, because Fames is desperate.
On this stretch drive now, Fames trying to snatch the half-time play. Nice counter right, circling out. Elbow guard, big right hand from Brandon Meyer. Meyer forward again. On the left hand, right hand, counter left hand from Fames. That is the end of the feature fight.
Wow, what a fight you guys got tonight. Fames did come back, he showed hard, he tried to blast through it, but Myers put it all on the line. He pushed forward even though his gas tank was completely dry. He landed some clean shots, he took some clean shots. What a fight.
One knockdown in this fight. That was in round number 1 when Meyer knocked down Fames.
Overwhelmed him with a couple of body shots and pressed him with the half-tie plum and got him a knockdown, which I'm pretty sure secured him the victory in this fight.
This is fight number 7 of 9, and our second to go the distance into the Florida judges' scorecards.
You can tell Fames was not expecting that much resistance from Myers, and boy, oh boy, was it resistance that he got. He got fight of the night.
Our final fight stats, there are the strike stats, and they are presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Wow, nearly double the strikes by Meyer, double the attempts by Meyer.
Ah!
This was definitely a one-sided fight. Head strikes look the same, double head strikes, 75 landed from Meyer, 175 attempts. He was all over the place. He earned this fight, and he got it.
Brandon Meyer told us in our fighter meeting he felt that Fames would open up aggressively and then would revert to moving backwards, being stationary and trying to land with power. We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 rounds, here are the score totals from our judges at ringside. 49-45, 48-46, and 48-45 to the winner by unanimous decision. Brandon Beastman Meyer!
It was an amazing fight tonight. Brandon Meyer did his thing. Oh my God, he came out here to win and he showed the world. I didn't even give him a chance. I said he was flat-footed. I said he didn't have what he takes, and mama, I was wrong. This guy came out and he threw everything but the kitchen sink. He kept Fames off of him the whole night, put him down in the first round, kept pushing forward, even through to the end of the fight. Fames came and he came right back. He took this win and he is here to stay. BKFC.
Fames is a very talented and very pedigreed fighter in BKFC. And Brandon Meyer just put on a first-class performance in victory. His second win in BKFC. Victorious by way of unanimous decision, Brandon Meyer defeats Fames.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost? Entertainment for the whole family. Rated #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Try free at FuboTV.com.
We the people are desperate for common ground. On this, we agree. Those who protect our freedom and families deserve our unwavering support. We give it through folds of honor. We the people have found what unites us. We will meet sacrifice with hope. Join us.
Tonight, it's all about making statements, and our co-main event features two fierce female warriors ready to do just that. Monica Fearless Franco, undefeated in BKFC and MMA, knuckles up with Rosa Venom Rodriguez, a pro boxer who also boasts an unblemished record, both determined to command attention and vying to leave their mark on the BKFC landscape. Then, in the main event, the popular Howard H.D. Davis returns. Despite a recent setback, this talented warrior is driven by redemption and refuses to be defined by a loss.
Whoever they throw at me, I'll fight, man. There's no running away. Anybody that wants to smoke can get smoke.
He toes the line with Shawn P-Town Wilson, intent on asserting his dominance and proving he's a force to be reckoned with in the division, with major ranking implications on the line.
And I truly feel my arm will be raised, and it's going to be like a dream come true.
These are your main events, live from the Magic City at Vivo Dolphin Mall. This is BKFC Fight Night Miami, and it starts right now.
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. It's spring break season and the world-famous Ultra Festival right around the corner. But is there anything hotter in the combat sport world than the BKFC? It's BKFC Fight Night live here in the 305. Coming up next, the toughest ladies in combat sports reside in the BKFC, and these two warriors are looking to take the next step in the flyweight division. Rosa Rodriguez made waves in our first prospect series in Miami, and now Monica Franco stands across from her after a shocking win over Courtney Cameron. What a fight tonight. And our main event, former featherweight title contender Howard H.D. Davis has proven he is a finisher in this sport. 5 wins, 5 TKOs, but Shawn Wilson has won 3 of his last 4 and knows he has to take out H.D. to get into contention. It's going to be in Fuego at Vivo tonight. Oh, baby, what a night it has been here in Miami, where you know they are known for parties here in this area. Well, we have brought the party to Vivo here at the Dolphin Mall in Miami, filled the place completely up. It's standing room only, and we are having a blast. And you better believe in those prelims, in that feature fight, we had a lot of action and we had a lot of finishes. Let's take a look at those highlights right about now. First up, Julio Perez and Moegenburg, and this one did not take very long. What a finish. Let's take a look. Right on the money, Moegenburg wanted no more. Julio Perez with the dub. Look at that hair, too. Hair looks great. Then it was D'Amico LABON taking out Jorge Bargallo. This one looking to be a great fight. LABON was on point. One after another with the takedown and scores a victory. Wanya Reid, Jim Pulgar. This one went down to the wire. The rated R superstar Wanya Reid just had a little bit too much for him. Pulgar put up a great fight, unanimous decision for Reid. Eduardo Concepcion, Alvin Davis. This one did not last very long. Concepcion was really on point here. One after another, picks up the TKO victory. Very impressive. Rohan Prado, Reid Pell. You want to see another finish? We got another finish for you. Look at that. Left hand on the money. Beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4 punch combination. Gets the win for Rohan Prado. Battle of the Marcuses, Suarez versus Williamson. And Suarez was on the money. Great fight here with these two, but Suarez just had too much. Williamson wanted no more, and that was it. Didn't take too long in that one. And then our feature fight, FAMEZ versus Brandon Meyer. A couple of veterans here in the BKFC. Brandon Meyer pouring it on. FAMEZ certainly put up a great fight here, but couldn't get it done. Brandon Meyer. Tremendous. What highlights indeed, and we still have the best two left to come. Your co-main, your main, the ladies about to step in there. So with that being said, it's time to knuckle up and throw down. Let's go back down to the veteran voice of the BKFC, Shawn and the pound-for-pound king, Lorenzo Hunt.
Thank you, Cyrus. Lorenzo here in 2024 for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Two things are continuing: the capacity crowds and the finishes. Thus far, 7 fights, 5 big finishes. What has stood out for you thus far?
Oh my God, man. I love tonight Miami. What a great crowd, what a great supporting audience. These guys are putting it all on the line, all heart for their Miami families. Guys coming in here just laying it down. We've seen some nasty, nasty inside work, some tie clinches, uppercut knockouts. We've seen some really, really smooth and tight boxing, good foot movement, proving that the little ring is not stopping people from being able to move around and land slick counters. We also seen a nasty fight tonight. I would call it fight of the night with FAMEZ and
Brandon Meyer.
Brandon Meyer, oh my God, they went after it all 5 rounds, banging each other loose. I am thoroughly impressed with this Miami crowd and these Miami fighters and everybody who came out and showed all their heart tonight.
Champ, coming up, it is our main event set for 155 pounds. Two of the most talented and accomplished fighters on the BKFC roster, Howard Davis versus Shawn Wilson.
I'm excited to see Howard Davis out here doing his thing tonight. I've seen him come to the BKFC. He hasn't taken any shortcuts. He's been smacking guys with range punches, inside punches, overhand punches, uppercuts. He's very, very clean. He has clean footwork. He's creative. He does this like he's playing basketball. I love watching him fight. I'm a little bit biased. I want to see him do well. Shout out to HD, high definition Davis tonight, guys. Shawn Wilson, though, will not make it easy for Howard tonight. He is a brawler. He comes bringing power. He's going to push. He's going to try to knock HD's head through the ring. As we can see right there in his highlight, he comes forward. He throws big shots to the body, big shots to the head. He's not afraid to get hit. If Howard does not do his job and keep the range, change the pace, and is able to be creative and make those amazing adjustments, then he is in big trouble tonight.
That is our main event, Howard Davis versus Shawn Wilson at 155 pounds. But first, it is our co-main, women's 125-pounders. This is really intriguing. Rosa Rodriguez versus Monica Franco.
Yeah, this is a fight I'm also excited to see. I've always loved to watch the girls fight, and Rosa is no joke with her slick boxing. She's coming from boxing. She moves well. She turns well. She keeps her eyes on her opponent. She lands the shots she wants. She ducks the shots she doesn't. I mean, I can't really complain. There's nothing to complain about Rosa's style. The only thing she has to look out for is a truly dirty, bare-knuckle fighter that will press her and make her uncomfortable in her boxing. And we might just have that tonight in Franco, because she loves to come forward. She will make it dirty. She is patient. She's not just looking for a counter. She's looking for a finish. We've watched her press the pace. We've watched her land clean body shots. We've watched her hit girls in the face and celebrate and wait for them to recover and then hit them in the face again. Monica Franco is no joke, and I'm thinking we're going to get a really good fight out of the women's weight class tonight.
The numbers now for this, our co-main event of the evening, are presented by OnlyFans. Women's flyweights, Rosa Rodriguez versus Monica Franco.
Little bit of a height advantage, little bit of a weight advantage for Monica Franco. And considering the fighting style she needs to press forward with, that may work out in her favor. It may not if she tires in the later round against an advanced boxer.
With the flag of her native Hawaii, Monica Franco entering 1-0 in BKFC. She's had 3 pro MMA bouts. In our fighter meeting, Franco said, I am focused on tactical aggression. I want to hold the center of the ring. I will take risks, but calculated risks.
And she will need to take calculated risks in order to press the pace and pressure Rosa. Rosa, like I said, is a slick boxer, looking to counter, looking to turn corners. But Monica is big and strong, and she should be able to overpower her and get close to her and make her pay for attempting to box in the BKFC brawler style ring.
Franco said, I want to establish myself in the mid-range and then come forward into the clinch and assert, quote, MMA dominance in the clinch.
And she will have to.
Franco said of her opponent, Rosa Rodriguez, she's a very technical striker. I've got to counter Rodriguez as she comes forward, but I cannot take myself off balance. I cannot overreach.
Boxing is awesome. It has its advantages because you can be a slick fighter and move around, but boxers are also spoiled. When they get in the BKFC ring, they expect the referee to jump in there and save them when somebody grabs them and start hitting them. It's just because that's what they're used to. They're used to the ref intervening for them. If Monica can grab her opponent and put her in a position that she's not used to, she can make this fight turn in her favor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the co-main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the women's flyweight division. Presented to you by OnlyFans. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight she wears gray and red. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. Her official weight, 126 pounds. She is undefeated in the squared circle at 1-0. Fighting out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Here is fearless Monica Franco. And across the ring, her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight she wears black. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall. Her official weight, 124.8 pounds. She holds an undefeated pro boxing record at 13-0 and an undefeated BKFC record at 1-0. Fighting out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, by way of Chicago, Illinois. Here is Rosa Venom Rodriguez. And our referee in charge of the action, Sam Burgos.
Rosa Rodriguez told us, I believe that there will be openings off of Monica Franco's forward pressure. I have to capitalize on those openings. The bell, round number 1. Black and white trunks for Rosa Rodriguez. Black and gray trunks with their entrant for Monica Franco.
I love to see a fighter with excited hands. She's coming out swinging already. She already landed a clean 1-2. Monica, of course, is trying to close the distance, but it doesn't look like it's working.
Heavy into the clinch. Great quarter by referee Sam Burgos. Franco coming forward. Snatching the half-tie punch. Big right hand on the turn.
Good job, Monica, making it a dirty fight. She's doing what she's got to do, even taking a little bit of damage to do it. This is exactly what she has to do to win.
Side headlock position, gets the break from Sam Burgos. Right back to the inside comes Monica Franco. Get his separation from Burgos.
You can tell Rosa is totally unfamiliar with these half-tie clinches and these underhooks. And she's having a little bit of trouble adjusting, but she keeps landing that too clean. And if she landed enough, she'll be able to close that eye.
Short right hand in the clinch from Rodriguez. Trying to be heavy in the clinch, upright stance, Monica Franco.
I'm already seeing some swelling over the top of Monica Franco's eye. She just caught another left hook, another right hand.
Counter right hand, tipping her head Rodriguez. On the overhook, driving pressure Franco, putting Rodriguez's back against the ropes.
Rodriguez is making the proper adjustments for this pressing, aggressive style of Monica Franco. She's catching her when she can and wrapping her up when she can.
25 seconds remaining, round number 1. Bounce in the step of Rodriguez. Looking for the entry in the overhand right. Right hook from Franco. Franco continuing to swing big. Hard entry into the pocket from Rodriguez. Rodriguez actually snatching the overhook, but doing so defensively. Now double unders from Franco against the separation from Burgos.
The hardest part about being that aggressive is when you run out of steam, you start to get caught.
Flurry down from Franco to the bell. That's round number 1.
These girls are fighting, and this is going to be a testament to Monica Franco's gash. She's going to have to recover in this 1-minute break because she used a lot of energy to try to establish her dominance over Rosa Rodriguez, and I don't think it's working.
The former IBF Women's Super Bantamweight World Champion in the corner of Rosa Rodriguez.
And we got to hear her. She was telling her exactly correctly. She's telling her to circle. She's telling her not to allow her to clinch, to circle out when she feels the aggression. It's kind of like the bull and the matador. You can't be there once the bull gets there.
Round number 2. Really to the jab goes Rosa Rodriguez. Forward driving pressure off the right hand comes Monica Franco.
Clean 1-2, and then of course Monica rushes in and closes the distance. Rodriguez needs to continue through her combination to the 3, a check hook and turn out, and then she'll be able to fire more.
Swelling under Franco's left eye. Pulling back the left hand, Monica Franco. Hands high and tight, Rosa Rodriguez. Good left hand from Rodriguez.
Great left hand from Rodriguez.
Sharpshooter right now on Rodriguez.
I think we're starting to see a little bit of change in momentum. As Monica throws out, we start to see Rodriguez start to land some cleaner punches.
Rodriguez looking for the entry into the pocket, but not the clinch. Franco's looking for the clinch entry.
We got a cut over the eye. We got Rodriguez turning up, landing clean shots, turning, landing hooks. One swelling over one eye, bleeding over the other eye. The pace is changing in this fight.
From Rodriguez.
Wow, I thought I saw a tooth come out.
Blood around the right eye, Monica Franco.
She has absolutely no defense for that right hand.
Rodriguez, high tight striking guard, left hook. That took Franco off balance.
This fight will not go much longer if she keeps taking those type of damage, that type of damage.
Recorded, received. Referee Sam Burgos. And stepping forward off the jab, Rosa Rodriguez. A lot of Front foot movement from Franco. Now there's back foot movement from Franco.
Nice left hand, nice left hook, nice jab. It's all working. She's throwing the hook again. Another left hook. She found the cheek. She found the cheek in Monica's arm, and it is the left hand.
That is the end of round 2.
Monica looks super winded right now. She's looking like she's rethinking her life choices. Rodriguez is just warming up. She's hyped, she's smiling, she's over there getting air. This next round will tell the tale. Clean left hand on the entry. She's spotting it, she's seeing it, she's slipping. She's coming over the top. Clean right hand, almost knocked her lights out. Then firing to the body. You can tell Rodriguez came to fight. She does not have losing on her mind tonight.
Seconds out called. Wait the start of round number 3.
Well, they should have the doc in here checking her eye. If not, the end of this round, the end of the next round.
Medical timeout call by referee Sam Burgos. Here's our first appearance of the night of the Chief Medical Officer of BKFC, Dr. Don Mutsi.
It's like I'm a psychic.
Thumbs up, literally and figuratively, from Dr. Mutsi. Now round 3. Straight 1-2 from Rodriguez, then Franco on the floor.
She's so good at sneaking that 1-2 in there. It's literally working every time.
Rodriguez has been on point with her straight punches, most notably in round 2, and here to start round number 3.
You can see Monica's legs starting to get a little bit wobbly. She's getting a little unsure of herself. She's changing stances. She's throwing wild. And I think Rodriguez is having fun now.
Franco, though, still throwing big. Big exhale from Monica Franco. See the smear of blood around her right eye. That's the cut on the inside of her right brow. Underhook from Franco.
Great job of Monica Franco. Great big heart of her to stay in there taking this kind of damage. Her lungs have to be on fire right now. Her legs are giving out on her, but she is still up and she's still fighting, so she still has a chance.
Franco still throwing. Again, you see the straight punches from the mid-range, from the pocket left hook from Rosa Rodriguez.
Nice left hook, like I said, it's always there. In boxing and what we do in bare knuckle, learning how to close that hole in your defense is not something you can learn on the fly. Usually if I catch you with a left hook once, I'm gonna catch you with it again and again because you can't figure it out in one day.
Going forward through the center circle. Blocking that left hook of Franco, Rosa Rodriguez. Rodriguez on her only left hook. 20 seconds remaining, round 3 of our co-main.
That's a lot of blood coming out of that eyelid. That's a lot of heart from Monica to stick in there and stay with it. Rodriguez is landing everything.
It's not just the straight punches getting through from Rodriguez. It's the blocking of the hooks of Monica Franco from Rosa Rodriguez. Into the clinch, the underhook, the bell. We move to round 4.
Great fight, great round for Rosa Rodriguez. She established herself, she established her dominance. Her opponent is taking a beating. She's bleeding from everywhere. She's out of gas. Her heart's giving out on her, legs are giving out on her, but she's still up and she's still fighting. Let's see if she can muster some courage, a little bit more courage, and give us at least one more round.
Both fighters entering 1-0 in BKFC. 125-pounder Rosa Rodriguez versus Monica.
Rodriguez has a lot of fight experience, and you can tell she's over in the corner. She's calm. She seems to be getting calmer as the fight goes on. I think they'll get the doctor in here to check that cut one more time.
We are going to get a medical timeout called. There it is. And there's Dr. Don Mutsi.
This may be a doctor's stoppage, folks.
Doctor stoppage! And the win for Rosa Rodriguez. She's now 2-0 in BKFC.
An impressive showing of boxer skills from Rosa Rodriguez, an impressive showing of heart from Monica Franco. She got in there, she pushed the pace, she put her best foot forward. It just was not enough to dominate Rosa Rodriguez. She turned the tide in her favor, pushed through, and landed some amazing shots.
BKFC Fight Night Miami is presented commercial-free by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. That was an awesome fight to see. I'm very proud of Monica Franco getting in there with somebody who was obviously more skilled, who had a better fight record, who's been around the sport a lot longer. But Monica got in there and she did her thing, and she gave us a fight to remember.
Our strike stats are presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Total strikes weren't that far off. Accuracy was, though. The 74% accuracy stands out for me, which means she basically never missed. It was a hard night for Monica Franco. In the clinch, they were just about even. Like I told you guys, the boxers aren't really used to clinch work. Monica shined in the clinch with attempts and with landing but 100% accuracy in the clinch for Rosa Rodriguez means she figured it out on the go. I just loved how Rosa Rodriguez came out here. She seemed a little bit overmatched, overpowered. This girl was super strong and heavy, and she pushed her advantage, but Rosa Rodriguez didn't leave heart. She stayed with it, and then she started landing some big shots.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the advice of our ringside physician, our referee in charge, Sam Burgos, steps in and calls a stop to this fight at the conclusion of round number 3. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Rosa Rodriguez.
All right. Great show of sportsmanship. Very impressive, Rosa. What a fight, man. You lit this whole crowd up. And listen, Monica gets a lot of credit for that, too. Y'all two really gave everything in the middle of this ring. Talk about this fight, because she gave you everything you could handle.
I mean, she's a tough opponent. I didn't expect that from her. Monica Frank, wow, you did some work on me. I mean, look at this big-ass lump I have on my face. I give her credit. She didn't come over here to just get paid. She came over to give me work.
Well, listen, there's a very, very busy division in your division here at BKFC. You come into the Prospect Series, have a fantastic fight. You come here, put on an amazing performance. What's next for you?
It's what they tell me, you know? If they go give me a title, I'm gonna take it. I'm not backing down from nobody. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm here to finish my career with a big-ass bang, and I'm gonna do it here in BKFC. So if they want a challenge, come on, I'm here.
That's what I like. Miami, make some noise for Rosa Rodriguez.
Rosa Rodriguez is here. She's established herself. She has power, she has speed, she has ring IQ. Let's see what she can do for us at BKFC.
A strong start to this fight for Monica Franco, doing excellent work in the clinch, but then Rosa Rodriguez found her range and continued to land hard, clean punches. The winner, by way of third-round TKO due to physician stoppage, Rosa Rodriguez defeats Monica Franco.
Shawn, the magician, dancer, Dagoberto, King Dago.
Flyweight champion of the world.
The right hand pass counter, and down goes Jesse Wilson. Briggs trying to circle out, trying to throw back, takes the left hand, right hand. Another big shot on the left hand, and that is a clean knockdown.
Hey, all you flyweights, know who's a champion.
Live from Vivo Dolphin Mall, BKFC Fight Night Miami is brought to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink, Fubo TV, Rosa, and Green Mountain Grills. And now your Tell of the Tape, brought to you by Bucked Up Energy.
In the lightweight division, Howard Davis versus Shawn Wilson.
A little bit of a height advantage, a reach advantage for Howard Davis, and he's gonna need it. He's gonna have to do some amazing stuff to keep this guy off him.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my
Shawn Davis, Shawn Wilson enters 3-1 in BKFC. He's had 72 pro MMA fights, 23 in pro boxing. At our fighter meeting, Wilson told us through his 4 fights in BKFC, he now feels he has a clear understanding of exactly when to throw with power and to how much power he should throw.
This guy comes in and he's talking about moderating power, but I can tell by looking at him that he is a power fighter. He's coming forward. He's driving forward. You're not fooling me. He's looking for a knockout.
Shawn Wilson told us, I have to be all the way in or all the way out. I cannot sit in the mid-range. I'm going to throw big overhands, and I'm going to be extremely aggressive in the pocket.
And he's absolutely right. Anything in the mid-range for him is like being looked at through the scope of a sniper. Howard Davis will find any cheek in his armor, and he will use that distance to hurt him. However, if Shawn gets on the inside and stays on the inside and throws big shots, we've seen Howard H.D. Davis have trouble with those type of fighters before.
Howard Davis, 5-2-1 promotionally in BKFC. Overall in the sport of bare knuckle, he is 6-2-1. He's also 1-0 in pro boxing. Davis, a very good amateur boxer, master record of 15-2. Howard Davis told us, I'm going to be constantly in and out and side to side. I'm focusing on my speed and movement over power. Davis said, I believe that my opponent, Shawn Wilson, is focusing on his power rather than his speed and movement.
Howard Davis is just that HD for high definition because he lands solid, clean shots that you can watch over and over and over again. Highlight reel knockouts. He's been here. He's established himself in the BKFC. He's fast. He has a high reading IQ, and he has power. So his portion of this fight, he's going to have to stay on the outside and land those clean, crispy, sniper-like shots.
Here we go with our main event. To get us started, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Sanctioned by the Florida State Boxing Commission, Assistant Executive Director Timothy Shipman. The 3 judges scoring our main event, John Rupert, Lorenzo Toledo, Eliseo Rodriguez. And the third man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Andrew Glenn. And now, with our bare knuckle fans watching live worldwide on the BKFC app and Fubo TV from the sold-out Vivo Plaza. Fight fans of Miami, it's time to knuckle. Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, 155.8 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 3 victories opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Papillion, Nebraska, here is Shawn B. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears crimson and black. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, an even 154 pounds. His bare knuckle fighting record stands at 6 victories opposite 2 defeats with 1 fight even. He is the former #1 featherweight title challenger, fighting out of Broward County, Florida. Here is Howard H.D. Davis.
With MMA, boxing, and BK, this is Shawn Wilson's 100th professional combat sports bout. Both fighters up to scratch, round #1.
HD's gonna have to establish that jab and establish it quick. And he's gonna have to hit with it because this guy's looking for a chance to come in and end it all with 1 shot.
Red trunks for Howard Davis, black trunks for Shawn Wilson. Davis right now at his preferred range, that is long range.
And Shawn's stalking because when he comes, he's coming, and he's going to stay in there. So look for a couple of moments of hesitation, and then a big bust, a big blast to the inside, and big punches coming.
See the crouch, the level change from Shawn Wilson. Looking for his entry, trying to fight it there off the left hand. Good elusive movement to his right from Davis.
That's right. There's no secrets in this fight. Everybody knows Davis has to stay on the outside and be the clean, crisp sniper he can be. And everybody knows that Shawn has to get on the inside and land big punches.
You saw the deep crouch and again on cue from Shawn Wilson.
Nice jab. No better way to establish the distance, dominance over the distance than to land a crispy, clean jab. Do not get overconfident. Howard Davis.
Literally running into the pocket on the left hook, Shawn Wilson. Turn out from Davis. Davis now the jab to the body. 45 seconds remaining. Round #1 of our main event. We're at 155 pounds. Counter on the right hand. Shawn Wilson told us that is his key punch in this fight, that overhand right.
HD has to be very careful all the time.
Punches from Shawn Wilson.
And running in the shots as well. He's already cut above his brow. The fight's changing quickly.
Davis staying long, circling on the outside. And the deep crouch, looking for the level change, Shawn Wilson.
The counter right hand is one of the most dangerous punches in BKFC because when you go in thinking you got a guy, he gets you.
1-1-2 from Davis, that backs off Wilson.
That is a nasty cut above his eye.
That ends round #1.
I think that Shawn Wilson hurt his hand on that shot, but I think that he also hurt Howard Davis's face. The sound of that punch was absolutely disgusting. You people at home need to be here so you can hear how it sounds when bone hits face. We're looking at a very calm and collected Shawn Wilson. He knows he landed a big shot. He knows he landed a dangerous shot. HD is going to have to come out of this corner with a little bit of urgency. He's going to have to cut the guy, drop the guy, or something.
First up to scratch to start round #2, Shawn Wilson. Now up to scratch, Howard Davis. Ball of knuckle up from referee Andrew Glenn, and round #2 underway. Trying to explode in off the left hand, Shawn Wilson. Jab and the open hand parry from Wilson. We saw him do that champ in round #1.
That's right. This is the time where you get to see what you're really made of. You're already hurt. The first game plan is out the window. Now it's time to establish yourself in this ring.
The jab, left hook, left hand again from Wilson.
I love to see when fighters double the punch because it's often that you can get out the way of the first one, but the second one usually works.
Wilson on the lateral movement.
Shawn's doing a really good job of pressing when he wants to and staying out of HD's range.
There's the overhand right kick.
Another count. To the body. Amazing knockdown. I barely saw it. I think it was a shot to the jaw, and it may be over.
Wilson up at 8.
because it looks like it's over.
We'll see how hard now Howard Davis goes for the finish. On the right hand, there is the answer. Big swings now in the push from Davis.
Howard Davis is going for it.
Knockdown number 2.
Talk about a fight. I think it's over, people. Way to go in there and get yours.
The count of 8. And 8 again is Shawn Wilson.
It's over. HD Davis pulls it off, and it was amazing. I see you, baby.
Okay, just sit down, buddy.
Sometimes you have to go through adversity to prove that you really want to be here.
Let's go, you him. You him.
And he did it tonight, people. HD took a nice overhand right. And for most people, that shot right above the eye would have changed the dynamic of the fight, and he may have lost this fight. Either Dr. Stoppage. That was a crispy uppercut. And I said before the fight, HD is very good at landing uppercuts. Again, body, body, body. Just a finish by punch of fruition. He just gave it up. He was still rocked from the first time. He got a 15 count on the first time he got up, but he didn't want to fight no more. He did not want to fight no more. It was all set up by that amazing knockout. Anytime a fighter has the job of creating the entry, he runs the risk of getting knocked out with an uppercut.
That is a high-quality win for Howard Davis against a high-quality opponent in Shawn Wilson. Again, for Wilson, who had an excellent round number 1. This is his 100th professional combat sports bout. Howard Davis, though, turning the tempo of this fight in round number 2, knocking down Shawn Wilson twice to the finish.
That was a devastating uppercut. Well-placed, well-timed, patience, practice makes perfect.
Howard Davis now 6 victories in BKFC. Huge disappointment for Shawn Wilson, who I think until the point of the first knockdown in round number 2, champ, thought that he was in control of this fight.
He definitely was. It was a little bit scary, I'll say that, because of his size and strength, for him to land not 1, but 2 clean right hands to Howard Davis and open him up like that in the early first round. This fight could have easily went his way.
Those are 2 A-list fighters in BKFC, and that was an A-plus performance in victory for Howard Davis. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Andrew Glenn, steps in and calls a stop to this fight at 1 minute 34 seconds into round number 2. For your winner by TKO, Howard HD Davis!
All right, standing in here with HD. That is how you finish a fight, my friend. And when you look up and down your record, that's all you do is finish fights. You did it again right here in Miami. How you feeling about that one?
First of all, I want to give all these blessings that I have today to my Lord and my Savior, God. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I would not be standing here, and I'll put that on everything. I just want to thank God first for everything, and then David Feldman, my manager, Victor Demesman, Nelson, everybody that's behind me, my coach, Ada, all my friends, all my supporters here tonight. Thank you, guys.
Now, listen, we know you've been a player in the featherweight division. You fought for that title. You're here in the lightweight division. When you look forward and you look at that next fight, you got somebody in your crosshairs right now who you want to go after.
His name James Brown. I'm going to put belt to ass like he my son. Wait till he get in this ring in Miami. June, whenever we fight him, I'm putting belt to ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Howard HD Davis.
Howard Davis showed us some amazing, impressive fight, high IQ. He ran into a big shot early, but I always like to see when fighters can come back from adversity. He went right back to the game plan, firing from long range and establishing and making it hard for him to get inside. He made a mistake when he came in with his head down, caught a nice uppercut, and the rest is game, set, match.
A very good round number 1 for Shawn Wilson, and an outstanding round number 2 for Howard Davis. 2 knockdowns of Shawn Wilson in the second round to the finish. In our main event of the evening, the winner by way of second round TKO, Howard Davis defeats Shawn Wilson. Lorenzo, outstanding tonight here in one of our home bases for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Miami, Florida. We saw young fighters coming in with big BKFC debuts, and we saw established BKFC stars shining, most notably in our main event, Howard Davis.
I love the heart and determination of these guys. I love to see a guy take a big shot and figure it out. Howard Davis has shown us amazing knockouts before. He's been in some wars. His recent title attempt against Kai Stewart, he lost himself a little bit when he had that aggressive type of fight, but tonight he proved that he's been practicing and that he's ready to fight for real, and that was an amazing knockout. I'm so proud of the guy.
Our co-main event, Rosa Rodriguez, 13-0 in pro boxing, now 2-0 in BKFC, and she defeated by way of third-round TKO due to physician stoppage, the ultra-tough Monica Franco.
In the beginning of BKFC, boxers was having a lot of trouble coming over and figuring out how to manage this wild BKFC style. Fighters like Chop Korey and a few other big names, they came and they had trouble. But tonight, the boxers established themselves in the BKFC ring. Range, fight IQ, jab, everything was working. And this is a littler ring. It was amazing.
And champ, you called it our fight of the night. It was our feature fight. Brandon Meyer, a unanimous decision win versus FAMEZ.
I mean, usually you don't call unanimous decision fights of the night, but tonight, the heart of Brandon Meyer to keep pressing the pace and the heart of FAMEZ to try to make it a fight when he was down so many rounds, it just turned into an exciting, crazy, amazing fight, and I can't wait to see both of those guys back in the ring.
Lorenzo, it's your BKFC debut. You absolutely crushed it, brother. Next up for you, you will fight for your third world title in BKFC. You're the champ at 185, you're the champ at 205. You're trying to win the heavyweight title, currently held by the Englishman, Mick Terrell, who I know is watching at home in the north of England. You will see that Knuckle Mania for Peacock Theater in Los Angeles, April 27th.
I'm not fighting for it, baby. I'm dancing for it. And I know one thing for sure. Mick Terrell can't dance like the champ. I'm the best in the world, and I'm going to show you why. April 27th, Knuckle Mania. Get the app or get your plane ticket. It's going down.
Cyrus, that is our view from ringside.
Thank you so much, Shawn. And I agree, the Juggernaut held it down. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Next up, as we just spoke, March 22nd, it is going to be Sofia, Bulgaria. Second time out here in Bulgaria, so you know they're going to bring it. Then at the end of the month on the 29th, Albuquerque, New Mexico, John Dodson defending that title for the very first time against Aguero. Let's move it ahead into April. It is going to start with BKFC 60. That is going to be James Zilly taking on Tanagli, and it's also going to be Christie and Round out of the UK and Milton Keynes. Then it's going to be April 12th. Mike Richmond is back, taking on Eric Lozano, BKFC Fight Night Clearwater. April 20th, back in VA, Salem, VA. Big matchup with the Prospect Series rolling back through. And, of course, we can't say enough about Knuckle Mania 4 in LA, the Peacock Theater. Going to be insane. April 27th, Mike Perry, Thiago Alves, and all those incredible fights on that. And just announced, it is going down in the Northeast for the very first time. Mohegan Sun, BKFC 61 on top. Potentially, there's a lot of things rolling in right now, but one of those big fights, Christine Faria defending that title once again against Heather Hardy, making her debut in bare knuckle. What a night it has been here at Vivo. Big shout out to all the fans that made it happen. An incredible arena. Folks, we will see you soon. For Sean Willock, Lorenzo Hunt, Jeff Houston, Brian Sosha, I'm Cyrus Fees. We'll see you on the 27th in Bulgaria.